Please show me an hour with Valentino and Joe Pay. New York Guinea is on the loose. New York Guinea is on the juice. New York Guinea is all the truth. Please enjoy our show and maybe your masseuse is listening too, so give her a splooge. Greg and Joe, Joe and Greg, Joe and Greg, Greg and Joe. I can't come up with any lyrics, so just start the fucking show, bro. And let's hope our two guineas aren't a no-show. So now let's go.
We are having technical difficulties. Please stand by. It's like the old Outer Limits. We have control of your television for the next 60 minutes.
We should have gave our computer some natural stem and maybe
Yes.
some maximum.
Primal protein and some fucking waffles. Maybe the computers or the StreamYard program is hungry, but we're here. I hope you guys, please let us know if we're coming across.
Yeah, really.
It's a little hesitant here and there, but for the most part, we rebooted the computers. We rehashed.
I rebooted mine 4 times. Joe rebooted his a couple times. We're like 2 fucking guinea bastards, like fucking trying to figure shit out.
Like 20 minutes. Well, almost 20 minutes we were playing with, but we're here. So I hope you guys are still with us. I don't blame you if you got fucking tired of waiting. But Enhanced Labs presents the Greg and Joe Show, of course, brought to you every Wednesday here on YouTube Live, Muscle Sport TV.
I'm gonna do this, Joe.
Gregorio,
I don't like doing this shit, but I'm gonna take just a teeny. And I hate when guys do this, but I'm only gonna take a little bit. Right, there we go. Right, so you fucking guys know, because I'm against this. I always talk shit about it, but now I'm gonna take a little bit right now.
Greg is hesitating for
Right
me.
here.
I can see you good, but it's kind of hesitating. Guys, let me know if Greg's coming out clear to the audience, which is more important. I'll figure out what's going on. I look at Greg with the dry scoop. You see, I couldn't even see it. I heard you saying something. I hate doing something, but then it froze. But
I was taking a stim.
you saw it. So, all right, we'll figure this out.
This.
Max Stim. There you go. Where's mine? Oh, here it is. It's behind. It's in Jerry's corner here. Jerry. They look, Greg. They have a new toy on, and I had turned this off before to see if this was causing it, this glitch. But look, show comments on the stage.
Wow, nice. Now you can hear me. You
know why they're good though? Because if when you watch the replay, you don't see the comments. Right now, you will.
Look at that. We're like high tech. We can't get our fucking voices together here, but we're high tech.
Well, high tech. So
we can't get rid of the fucking echo, but we're high tech.
Yeah, I will figure out what you're saying because we've worked through technical issues before, but it is what it is, unfortunately. Welcome, of course, you guys. Rich C. Adich, fucking Kingdale. Hugo the Claus was here from a long time ago. I was writing to him saying,
yeah, guys, sorry.
Yeah, listen, I wish we were able to figure out why it happens, but it happens, like Greg says, when he's with Joe Zapata, when he's with Palumbo and those guys.
Yeah. I
watch a lot of StreamYard podcast, shows in different genres, and it happens there too. It's something that happens with StreamYard, which I think they.
Can you guys hear me? You guys in the comments, right? If you have to
write down what you hear. It looks as usual here, so that's the important thing.
Okay, good. At least you guys can hear me.
Good. But Greg, I didn't write you back on the text. That fucking clip you sent me with the girl and the guy who he probably paid a lot to get fucking beat up like that by that young lady.
Oh shit!
It hurts looking at it, right? That's fucking nuts.
But dude, if you watch it, did I send you the 2 clips or 1 clip?
Bro, she's fucking wailing on him.
Joe, I got one where it's all Italian girls and they're speaking Italian. and they're kicking the shit out of some Italian guy's balls like you wouldn't fucking believe.
Yeah, yeah, and the guys they pay big money for that because it's a fetish. It's a big thing.
Oh yeah, fucking
Yeah.
hell yeah! I'm gonna send you that Italian fucking clip. Too bad you can't put it on the air. Don't put it on the air, obviously.
No.
But the Italian girls that are Joe, the Italian girls, they do it Italian, bro. They don't fucking play, and they're hot Italian chicks. Wait, Brady.
Yeah,
There it is, and you can enjoy that whenever you want. There you go.
Yeah, it was very very funny though. I got a kick out of it. King Dale, Greg and Joe, if you had a prank caller ring you after failing to troll you initially, he broke down and admitted he was the. Oh, that's you. I was like, oh no, my boomer thing. Oh, there's an okay. I'll watch it after the.
You watch it after. It's very good, Joe. It's sick.
Is it enough? Is it hot enough for me to maybe get off to, or is it just?
I don't know. That's him. This guy. You say to yourself, "What the fuck is this guy thinking?" And he's Italian too, young kid, Italian guy.
Well, but I will definitely check it out afterwards.
You'll like it.
The prank caller. He broke down a minute. He was depressed. Told you he wants to end his physical life. Will you be able to talk to him? Do I know the guy?
Now, if I don't know the guy, I
is he just like an anonymous prank caller who just dialed the phone? I'll probably tell him to fucking Suki Mikatsi and just hang up.
If I don't know the guy, forget about it. I'm not gonna, I can't. I want. You get these people, and then you look like an idiot spending an hour, and they're sitting there. He's answering my questions. You know what I mean? I'm not doing.
Yeah.
You know, I can't.
If like,
I knew that, if I saw somebody, like I was ready to jump off a bridge and shit, I would stop the car and get out, and I'd fucking tell them. Listen, you know what I would do? I would tell them about my life. And then you know what they'd say? Holy fuck. I feel better now. Why do I want to kill myself if he didn't kill himself? You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, you can hear me, right? I don't know who that is texting you. That's not me.
Yeah, I could hear you. It is breaking up, but I'll work with it. Don't worry about it. I'll work.
Could it be a speaker microphone thing, Joe? Could it be that?
What?
Could it be a speaker microphone thing?
I don't have the mic connected anymore because when I was having the mic problems, that's when you were silent. And when I unplugged the mic, you came through. So I haven't touched it. I've actually put it away on the shelf.
I could get Zapata. He'll tell you what to do. He knows that shit. He's good with that shit.
Yeah, I don't know why this is it's getting like this for me, but the viewers are seeing it, so that's important. Dave threw Greg under the bus again. I was catching up, Greg. I did watch your video first that you made explaining the thing and showing the photos and stuff. Yep. And then I watched the after hours. I didn't get a chance to see the whole thing, but I got into after Jimmy joined for a while. And then I think you guys started talking about something else after Jimmy. Dave was asking Jimmy about the Barbarians and Alzado and stuff. I mean, I agree with you. Jimmy should have been the fucking thumbnail, right?
Jimmy should have been the thumbnail. Now, let me tell you guys something. Joe Zapata just talked to today, Joe Zapata talked to Ed Connors. And Ed even wrote him a whole email and saying Valentino was 100% right and Palumbo was wrong. And tomorrow Zapata is going to fucking, it's going to have a whole bunch of stuff. It's going to prove that I was right. Dude, listen to me. I don't want to accuse anybody of anything. But some of these guys, if you know what I'm talking about, like to do partying, mushrooms and all that shit. And, you know, sitting in the grass. They used to play guitar, you know, playing guitar, you know, eating granola bars and shit. What I'm saying is, you know, I used to drive that fucking guy home sometimes. Now, I look different. You know, of course, you know, I was a kid in the gym and I was like a schmuck. So if they needed a ride home once in a while, I don't know why they didn't drive their own car. I think they might have lost their license. I don't remember. But I used to drive the guy home. I have proof of fucking everything.
That was your famous fucking bacon fart story.
The right? Bacon fart. He was talking to Cameo Newer, Corey Everson's sister, when he threw the bacon fart. And I was like, "This, my God, that's so good." You know what I mean? Now,
yeah. When you were fucking hungry, you had no fucking money for food.
Need some eggs with that now. But
but it's like, okay, so the Barbarian brother, Peter, the one that's still around, didn't remember you because he's probably thinking that you look the way you look.
He
when
knows
you
who I am, but
2001 and shit.
right, dude, Joe, that's 44 years ago.
I know.
Totally different. Trust me. I was 21. I'm 65.
When you show the pictures of yourself outside Gold's Gym with like the fucking AMC Pacer parked there, that picture was great. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. I thought I saw every picture you had of your.
I have a ton.
That one is great though because of the cars too, like you pointed out.
I'm sure you like the Mexican chicks too. Those two Mexican chicks right now would be fucking literally. One was my age, a year younger maybe. One would be about 64, the other be like 62. They'd be old ladies. And the thing is, though, is that I saw everything. He was there. I saw them vomit. I saw him throw the fucking mat on the vomit. You know, when I went to a dinner, when Joe, were you there when he worked for, when David Barbarian worked for MD?
You're fucking broken up so bad. I heard you say, Joe, were you there? And then
shit. When David,
fucking annoying. We just want to do a fucking show.
Can you guys in the comments, can you hear the story? Can you hear what I'm saying to you guys? Just, you could write it. Just say, yes, I hear. No, I don't hear. I'm here. You're breaking up. Say what you guys hear. Comments. David Barbarian worked for MD, Joe. Do you remember that? Were you there?
I totally cannot hear a fucking word you're saying. This is so fucking annoying. I feel bad. Guys, don't tap out. Stick with us. We'll get this thing figured out. It's nothing that we can control. I think sometimes it just lags and then it kicks in and everything is fucking better then. Sometimes
it's a StreamYard thing.
Oh, this guy, Chris Mira. Any relation to Tony? Greg, for the training videos, I started training hard. Realized I was overeating and lost 15 pounds. Good job, man.
I hear you both.
Lucia saying she hears both of us good.
Lucy is hearing us good. Okay, that's
both,
good. Then.
You and me, both.
On my separate YouTube account.
Okay. So it could be StreamYard's not letting you hear.
I don't know why. I'm going to try to pop myself out again and come back in.
All right, can I keep talking to these guys? Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me? Because tomorrow we're going to destroy all that shit. Joe Zapata's got some evidence of shit. We're going to... And
your fucking audio and video is a mess for me. This sucks so bad. I'm so fucking... I don't care. We're going to fucking just keep going and we'll get it. It'll fucking work.
Fuck.
Chris Mira is... thanks for the training videos. He's been doing good. Lost 15 overeating. Good job, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. Good. I got more coming.
Greg knows his shit, man. Greg is not going to ever give you an advice when it comes to training and nutrition and even fucking lifestyle, like the poor guy with the divorce, the separation.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So you had great advice there. Rex Banner, Dave is two-faced. See, to me, this is a good comment. I'm gonna get down chopping down a cherry tree. What was fucking kind of weird when I'm watching the show, it seemed that okay, so the Barbarian brother says he doesn't remember Greg being there. But Greg, obviously you were there because all these other guys know who you were and know you there and you're showing pictures. Nobody's disputing that you were in this Gold's Gym crowd back in those early 80, 81, 82 days.
Right.
There's no disputing that.
No dispute. It's impossible.
The Barbarian brother and the Lyle Alzado incident, you're not saying you saw it and this is what happened. You're saying this is what Pete Jim Krakowski, the owner at the time of Gold's, what told you. And that's what everybody was hearing in that crowd. I even Googled this before the show and I saw old things from like 2015 on like forums and shit saying this is what Greg and John were told. John Romano, I'm talking about.
Yes. John says the same thing. Larry says the same thing.
I'm not saying I saw this. I know this is what
I was there
Lyle Alzado did,
Right.
So why is there an allegation of a lie? There is no fucking lie here.
No, there's no lie. I was there the day it happened. He's bullshitting Dave, trying to tell Dave that Alzado was scared of them. You understand? Which was not fucking true. I can tell you that right now. Lyle Alzado was afraid of no one. Lyle Alzado fought Muhammad Ali. Google it. Okay? I was there every fucking day for 2 years. Now, you know, David Barbarian worked for MD. We all went to dinner together. The first time, you know, I hadn't seen him since then. And the first thing he said to me is, I know you. Where do I know you from? And I told him I was a kid in the gym, but because I look totally different. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Then he remembered. And John Romano was at that dinner with me. We were at MD. I can tell you what Dave ate. Dave ate a fucking Colby beef hamburger. Steve Beckham paid $125 for a Colby beef hamburger. I swear to God. And Dave was very good about it. Now, this guy, that's fine if he doesn't, you know, I look totally different. That's fine if he can't put two and two. The guy with the little afro and mustache is the same guy, you know, that's fucking you. And, you know, that's Gregg Valentino, the bodybuilder guy. That's cool. I don't give two fucks. You know what I mean? But I was there for your antics. And if any of you guys, if you guys watch my video that I just put out, I even put in the girl. You know, I tell you the story about the girl I was with, and he puked and fucking shit hit her legs and shit, and she ran out of there. Go watch my video. You'll see her. Okay. She's now an old lady. And no, I don't talk to her anymore. But you know, those pictures were taken in my apartment in California.
All right. Hang on 1 second, Greg. I hope you can hear me. I'm gonna try something. What I'm doing is I'm actually watching our show on my laptop so I can
hear it.
Perfect. I want to see if I cut the sound off of this. Does my microphone?
Good idea. Good idea.
Hang on a second. I'm talking now with it on now. I'm going to mute this computer. And now I'm talking. Can you hear me?
Yes. Say something. Yes, yes.
It's on. Okay.
It's on a delay. I can hear myself, and then it's like
I'm getting a lag.
It's delay.
Fuck. You can hear yourself. I don't want that to happen. All right. I'm gonna have to fucking just live with it. All right. Can you hear me? All right.
Earphones? What if you put your laptop on earphones?
Yeah.
Then nobody will hear the comeback. You won't hear I won't hear myself talking on there.
Yeah.
So you guys watching this, if there's trouble, please let us know. But tomorrow, Joe Zapata's got, you know, I'm not sure if Ed Connors is going to come on and fucking verify that Gregg Valentino, not only was I there, but I'm in the pictures in his office. I'm in the pictures at Gold's Gym, the famous pictures. Go Google look at my new video. Go to my new video on YouTube, and you'll actually see me. There's Mike Menser. There's all those fucking guys. This is 1982, I think, that video was. From the other pictures of me when it was 1981 with Samir Banu in Gold's Gym and everything. I can't leave.
Now, the only problem is we're going to have a little delay.
Can you hear me? Lou, I can't leave. What are you calling me for? So, you know, can you hear me, Joe, now? Joe? What, Lou? No, just tell me.
I'm hearing you, but I'm hearing on a delay.
What?
Yeah, I'm hearing you, but it's
on my nose.
Yeah.
Oh, my skin. She said my skin's peeling because I came out of tanning bed, guys. So my face is peeling. Sorry.
But you're not hearing yourself now. That's the good thing. I hear you.
I can hear me. No, I hear me. I'm good. I hear me. I don't hear me on you. I don't hear it on your. I don't hear it on your earphones.
You can hear yourself.
No, I don't hear it. I hear me talking on the show here.
I'm getting it here, but it's only with the delay.
Just say my face is peeling. All right. So, guys, you can hear us good,
Let's
right?
make the best of it. It's on my end. I'll have to figure it out and just do that. But why don't we? Yeah.
Delay.
Who and what is that? Dave saying the Barbarian brothers cannot lie is naive. Dave Colombo chopping down the cherry tree. Anybody can lie. And it's not even they're lying. maybe that, like you said, maybe the guy just forgot. You know,
Yeah, he
he
of
doesn't
course,
know who you are because you don't look like you did.
you know,
It's all and take. But what is it? This take a lie detector test and all of this. What is? Come on.
you don't need a lie detector. Go to my new video and you'll see the pictures. Go to my new. It doesn't matter. Listen, he could fucking listen. 44 years and probably thousands of mushrooms later. You understand what I'm saying? 44 years and 1,000 mushrooms later. You know, people get a little fucking chagad in their head. They don't even see the story. Maybe they smacked around Lyle Alzado or something, because that's the way Dave was saying. Like, oh no, Alzado was Dave was saying something like Alzado was a punk and a bully. Okay, let me just tell you something. You're not kicking Alzado's ass. It's just happening. You guys know Lyle Alzado, bro. You know. He was not a punk and he was not a bully. He actually fought Muhammad Ali in the ring. It was an exhibition.
Yeah.
But even Ali said he was hitting hard.
He did. I was about to mention what you just said, the Muhammad Ali thing. And it was an exhibition, but they were yeah, it was like in an outdoor fucking stadium somewhere in the early 80s, that fight. But yeah, this is it's so weird to try to fucking hear this and try to stay in tune with you on there. So, all right, well, I don't think there's any need for a fucking polygraph exam.
No, who wants to give it?
Peter Barbarian is just not remembering Gregg when he looked like a different person when he was a fucking much younger dude.
But he's not just not remembering me. He's saying that the story never happened that way. He's saying that that's a lie, that Alzado was afraid of them and they got Alzado, they were thrown out of the gym basically because they didn't want them to kick Alzado's ass. It's fucking not happening.
Yeah, well, if Alzado punched the guy in the back of the head, and then I think even you guys mentioned it's obvious why Alzado, you're not going to make him stay out of the gym because he's a fucking superstar.
Joe Zapata
to squash the thing, maybe Gronkowski said, all right, let these guys take a fucking break, let this cool off, and then come back.
It's exactly what happened. Both guys had to go to timeout. Okay, even Alzado, stay home for a little bit, cool down. You two fucking Stonads, the brothers, you stay out for like 6 months or 3 to 6 months. I don't remember the whole. But here's the thing. Joe Zapata talked to Ed Connors, and Ed Connors even told him, and Joe's going to talk about this tomorrow on his show, that fucking the Alzado smacked the Barbarian brothers around. He threw one of them through it at the squat rack. He slammed one off a squat rack, and I think he might have dropped the other one. You're gonna have to ask Joe tomorrow. He knows the real story. It's from what's his name, Ed Connors. Now my nose is peeling. My girlfriend keeps telling me because I got out of tanning bed, so it's not boogers.
But now, if Ed Connors was there and he's saying something, I think an eyeball witness is more accurate than. I mean, all right, listen, if Barbarian Brothers an eyeball witness too, in his opinion, this is what he's saying. I don't know. I guess let the viewer believe who they want to believe. Ed Connors, the guy who owned the place at one time, and everybody knows who he is from Pump and Iron, or the Barbarian guy.
Ed
Connors. Who you want to believe. I don't think anybody was afraid of fucking. I don't think Lyle Alzado was afraid of anybody either.
He wasn't afraid of nobody.
Nobody.
No. I'm going to say he would have fought Mike Tyson. He was not afraid of anybody. Bro, watch some of the fucking NFL tapes. I'm taking off his helmet, smashing guys in the head, and trying to fight the whole fucking other team. Right, Joe?
Yeah. He's done that. He did it against Chris Ward of the Jets in the 1982 AFC Divisional Championship game when he played for the Raiders at the time, when they moved to L.A., he fucking took his helmet. Actually, no way. He took Chris Ward's helmet off and hit him with his. They both had no helmets on, and he hit Chris Ward, if I remember correctly. This is on the fucking playoff game, Greg. You know, big fucking game, and the Jets won the game. They
I
beat
remember seeing the
they
clips.
upset the LA Raiders. So yeah, Alzado was always known as a fucking complete maniac, even with Cleveland and Denver.
Listen, you fucking guys, you gotta understand. I don't hate Peter. I don't give a shit what he says. You know what I mean? I got along with them guys very well. Again, I got a million stories. I don't give a fuck what he says. You know, I got the proof. I was there. There's pictures. Ed Connor, the owner, is the one who's going to verify I was there. You know what I mean? I'm in his fucking office for crap. I'm in a picture in his office. You know, and go to my video that I just put up today, and you'll see some photos and video clip. But the other thing too is you guys got to understand something. You guys see these big bodybuilders that slinging weights, right? You have no fucking clue. You think that means that they're tough? That's a different animal. It's a different animal. Alzado, Matuzak, those guys were fucking crazy. Even Jimmy the Bull, who was an MMA expert before he even got into fucking bodybuilding, will tell you a kid named Richie Barrette that he taught him some of the karate. Guy wasn't like fucking a bodybuilder or anything, but ask him what he would do to any bodybuilder, power lifter, any of them. These guys get gassed after fucking 10, 15 seconds in a fight. You guys are crazy. I mean, you know, Dave will never go against, like, especially a bodybuilder, like, it's because they're legends and shit. But, you know, he didn't call out John Romano. He didn't say to John Romano, who's told the same story, you know. The only difference is I was there that day, and I was talking with Pete Siegel and a few other guys, and we were in the back, and Gronkowski went over to talk to Siegel and the guys I was with. And I was right there when Gronkowski said, yeah, man, I had to tell them fucking guys, look, you got to take a break. You need a break.
Yeah.
And it wasn't because I think he's trying to spin it like Alzado was afraid of, you know, I think I could be wrong, but I think Peter was the way Dave was saying it. Peter's trying to make it look like they were doing Alzado the favor because he was afraid they were going to jump and beat him up. Alzado was afraid of nobody.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Alzado wasn't afraid. I think it was an equal time out there. But Greg, let's take our first quick break. I'm hoping maybe this comes back and it's a little better. But Lyle Alzado, I don't know where he passed away, probably in his home state. But if he happened to pass away somewhere outside, or even in his home state,
Wait, he was California. He was living out in L.A. Perfect.
He may have needed someone to take care of the funeral arrangements. So he was in California. Yep, you're right. I got him getting to California on delay. So we'll be back right after this quick break. Let me just get the comments off the thing before it goes. And we will check this out from Chapel of Peace Cremation. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Vince, and I'm the owner here at Chapel of Peace Cremation and Memorial Services, located in sunny San Diego. But don't let our location stop you from giving us a call. We ship nationally and internationally. We're here to help you with all of your family's needs. Whether we're talking about a traditional burial, a cremation, or an aquamation, we have you covered. God forbid something happens on the West Coast and you live in the East Coast, we can help you. If you need to go to another country of origin, I can do that. Call us anytime, 24 hours at 619-749-8560. I'm the owner, and I'll answer. Paisan, I got you covered. I'm just kidding. That's for Joe and Greg. But for real, call us anytime. I'll answer the phone, and I'll help you.
And of course, that was Vince Kunkel, Johnny Kunkel's son. And
I love him.
Kunkel's run at Chapel of Peace Cremation.com. Now, the comments on the stage. Greg, are you seeing this little thing in the right corner with the comments? You are.
Right. Yes.
Okay, now I'm seeing it it was a delay. All right. Now that's working. All right. Let me find out where I was in the comments, Greg. Because it goes back to the bottom when I click onto the commercials. Hang on one second.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. King Dale Clark, Greg and Joe. Some people who train say they think dark thoughts when training to push out the last 2, 3 or 4 reps, so they may go into dark memories, go into a dark place. They say. Your thoughts on this, and do you do it?
No.
I mean,
No.
I really don't. I
Concentrate
don't
on the
think about
set.
anything really.
I concentrate on my legs. I don't think about like conquering somebody on a mountain or like see demons and shit. Like I'm gonna fight demons or any of that stuff. I go into like connect the brain with the legs, like fuck you, and concentrate on breathing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think about. Now I'm actually getting you better with that.
Oh, good.
Going into the media. Well, fuck, I ain't complaining. I just took the fucking. It was like I'm trying to fucking listen to you.
I feel so bad, Joe.
No, listen, listen. I got to do what I got to do.
I can see you're trying to get what I'm saying in the comments, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, but we're better now, so that's good. So I don't do that, but my opinion is, what's the difference? What you think about? If that's what you need to do to push yourself to get through it, think about fucking blowing a load. You know, you look at the girl's ass in the gym and think about that last fucking thrust. If you need to push out 1 more rep, you're not doing anything wrong. You're not acting out on criminal behavior or something. So go,
Joe, really fast. That happened to me. I was doing a leg press, right? This is a long time ago. And about like 15 years ago. And a girl who was squatting at the squat right next to the leg press let go of a fart, right? She wasn't trying to, but she was squatting when she went down like that.
I'll be holding it in. Please.
And I started laughing so hard, the fucking leg press came down to my knee. It hurt my knee, like, temporarily. But I was like, oh, you motherfucker, because I started laughing and I couldn't hold the weight.
Well, you know what? Hopefully, listen, we've all done that in the gym, thinking you're going to make a fucking, and especially if you're squatting, you can't control it. So,
not me. You know why?
Because you don't fart.
Well, I'm not a gassy guy, right? I very rarely get any gas or anything. Well, you know what I do though? Before I actually do the leg press, I go in the bathroom and I quickly do an enema because I don't want to shit my pants. I swear to God.
That's so cool. Oh, that is so funny.
I go in there and I shoot the fucking water up my ass.
I'm with you publicly. I know from personal.
I know you, Joe. Where's my gym bag? I mean, it's in my gym bag. I'll show you. I keep the enema in the gym bag.
Oh, that's so fucking cool.
I just go into the bathroom with the gym bag, point this up the fucking ass, put it back in the gym bag, come out. Now I'm clean and ready to go. Don't have to worry about shit in my pants. I don't have gas or any of that stuff. And there you go.
I had to do the fucking enema before I had that prostate fucking biopsy done, and I wasn't a fan of it. I knew I needed to do it, but I'm like, all right, it's important, but I don't know if I would do it just on the fly like that.
Well, I use hot water. I don't use the fluid that comes in the enema. Otherwise,
I had to buy
that irritates you in there to make you go. You know what I mean?
I had to buy it at the
yeah, I dump out that fluid. I put hot water in there.
Oh, okay. You just keep the little nozzle thing. You can use a butt plug. Just make a hole in the top.
Butt plug.
Rex Banner. Dave fans the Flyers and plays both sides. Very small hat behavior. So no, very small hat behavior. All right, I'm gonna give it. Now I'm gonna say something that's probably fucking wrong. But when I first was reading that comment, I thought he was going to write very smart behavior because we're all talking about this still. So he's, like you said, he's clickbait.
Dave's still my boy, guys. Don't make no mistake about that. I still love Dave. He's my friend. Yeah, and I knew what he's doing. It's great clickbait. You know what I'm saying? It's great because people love when two people fight on the internet or there's an argument. I mean, look at that fucking guy, Wes Watson. I mean, and then John Bravo. They love that shit. People jerk off to that. They want to see more.
Yep. And this whole new, it's actually not that new. A couple of weeks ago, Martin Fitzwater and Giles Thomas from MD. This is the new thing. I was talking about it on my radio show Monday night. So yeah, people just eat the shit up alive. So yeah, Dave plays both sides. And like you were saying that on your video, Greg, when I watched your video, you said exactly the same thing. Um, to me, I put Gregg Valentino in the title. That's my. I don't need clickbait. People are gonna want to see the show because they enjoy
Thank you,
your.
Joe.
I'm just saying. I don't
Thank
need
you.
to. Greg's lying about his cock size. That's, this is shit. Oh, so all right.
No, but the thing is, I've had a few people ask me, he didn't tell you up front. No, I get ambushed. I have no idea what we're talking about. And he's done it a few times to me where somebody comes on and then they're like, oh, Greg, I'm here to challenge Greg because Greg said this, this, and this. And I'm like, Dave, don't you could give me a heads up and say, listen, Barbarian brother thinks that, that story's not right and all this other shit. Whatever. You know what I mean?
Now, you and I, we don't do show prep, but if we were going to do something like that, I wouldn't just fucking sandbag you and just, unless it was like something funny. Like you remember, what was that show where the voice, do you recognize this voice? This is your life.
This is your life. That was great. That was a great show. They should come back.
Hi, Greg. What was the fucking gay guy that's dead? Andrew what? What was his name?
Andrew Crispo.
Imagine he's still alive. Hi, Dave. I need that flaming hot fucking blow dart. Do you remember this voice? Andrew, it's Andrew.
Greg, do you remember this voice? Please, sir, Master G, I think you. Please, Master G, because that's what his master told him to call me. I swear to God, it's the most embarrassing thing.
We gotta work with that. That's fucking awesome.
Master G, that's what his master told him to call me. You know what I mean? And then dude, that guy would like those darts. It was like it looked like a syringe, bro. It was this long, and he would like that. It would be cherry red, Joe. Cherry red.
Like an 18 gauge. It was a nice fat one.
Oh, bro, and you imagine, Joe. But I mean, if I just lit a fucking like a nail or if I took a syringe and I made it orange and I fucking put it on, you'd be like, mother. Imagine it sticks in you now, so you can't even pull it out. He's tied to an X like that. And he can't even put.
It's like the guy getting his nuts kicked in the thing.
Dude, wait till you watch the video I just sent you with the Italian girls. You're gonna be like, dude, how the fuck did somebody fucking survive that? And there's still Bollinis hanging down there. You know what I mean?
Whack. This world is fucking nuts.
Dude, do you see how hard that girl kicks though? Did you see that, Joe?
Yeah, she was going 50, 60-yard field goals.
Joe, the Jets could hire her for the fucking, or punter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, get her on the fucking, get her in like the arena league or something. We'll have a little fun. Hoogada clause. Dave is generally very naive and overly politically correct. I think politically correct to a certain extent, and I think I've also come to that politically correct thing because it's a credential thing, and I don't dispute it. I don't.
Definitely.
It's fine. I don't have a problem with it. It is what it is. But in this situation, who gives a fuck? Is the memory of Lyle Alzado or a fucking Barbarian, the surviving Barbarian brother, going to make or break his standing with the federations?
No. You know what it is? He likes, like when George was going to fight
Lenny.
Lenny.
Yeah.
He fans those fires. See, he likes that. He would love nothing more than fucking Barbarian to come on there and start fucking.
But he said he's going to see if he can come on there.
And, then like me to say, fuck you, I'll meet you in the ring or shit like that, Now,
he's going to say, I don't remember you. And you're going to show, and Dave will show the, exactly. Dave will show the pictures and he'll go, I still don't remember you. And or he'll say, oh, fuck, that was you. You look like a,
Right. He knows who I am.
Big Valentino, not
he
the
knows
younger.
who I am. But he just doesn't know Gregg Valentino. Yeah, the bald fucking guy. Synthol, whatever the fuck he said.
Exactly. He knows.
He doesn't know that that's the same young kid with the fucking little curly hair and a fucking mustache.
That picture of you in one of those like Smith machines, and you got like the.
Oh yeah, I was really young then because I had
really long like curly hair then. Yeah.
See, now Joe, if you look at the pictures, right, of me and Samir. When I first got out there, I had my hair slick because that's in New York. We were already ahead of the curve. With the hair. Right. We were guineas and shit. We slicked it back there. Sometimes you had a little tail back there back in the early 80s.
The duck's ass. Yeah.
Right. When you go to California, though, Joe, they're
Surfer.
out there. They're like, they're like sitting on the fucking, they're homeless and shit, sitting on fucking, Santa Monica Pier, playing guitar.
Yeah.
They're still like hippies. So,
Dancing family shit, man.
right. So I grew out the curly hair a little bit, and I grew the mustache, and I figured I look like Johnny Holmes.
Yeah, you did actually. Johnny Wad.
That's the look back then, but that's the California early 80s look. The Guineas here in New York, we were already going to the disco and shit. Out there, disco sucked. It was still like rock and fucking like truck and
Yeah.
Right, the surfer. So I grew the hair.
Yeah.
So you can see the progression how I changed because it was there for 2 years. You can see the progression. At 81 and by 82, I had the curlier hair and shit, because I let it grow. I didn't keep it slicked and anyway.
No, you can definitely see. I know it's you, but if I didn't know who you were and I saw you in a gym at that age, and then I saw you in fucking Bigger, Stronger, Faster, I wouldn't put two and two together. Unless
it's a long.
I used to go to Gold's, but like you said, you were a young kid going there.
All right.
Like, do I know every guy that goes in my gym now?
No.
Like you made a thing. And in 20 years, this guy becomes a YouTube star or something. Am I going to say, oh, I remember that kid if he looks totally different?
Right.
No.
And Joe,
he used to go to our school, and you're like, did he? I don't know this fucking, I don't remember.
Yeah, that's happened to me. Wait, I went to school with that guy. I don't remember. He's in your class.
Yeah,
the thing is, I knew everybody out there, but they didn't know me by name. I just was a kid in the gym. Yo, like we were talking, and a kid, remember, and they would say to me, bro, are you leaving right now? Good. I'm coming with you. Give me a ride home. Like that kind of shit. And
how many guys in the gym, Greg, that you just say hi to every day? You might have full conversations with them. You have no idea what they're
I have no idea their name. Do you know what's funny?
Idea.
I'm the worst with that. And you know what's funny? I have to, after they walk away, sometimes I'll say to one of my friends, what's his fucking name again? And you know what I mean?
Yeah, 5 seconds later.
and then they tell me the name, and then I forget the next day, and I'm talking to the guy, and I got to say, what's his name again? You know what I mean? Or I called him by the wrong name for like 6 months until they finally say to me, by the way, this is girl, right? Her name is Valerie, right? And I know her father for years. He was a cop and all this shit. And I called her Tracy every day for like fucking 5 years, and everybody would laugh. And she answered to me. And then one day she's standing with always, and I say, yo, Tracy. And she goes to me, Greg, it's Valerie. And I go, what? And I go, no, Tracy. And she goes, Valerie. I go, yeah, I've been calling you Tracy for 5 years. She goes, I know that. And that's why everybody's always fucking laughing. So, then I start shrinking in my chair because I know her fucking, I know her since she was a young girl too. And I know her father. So I feel like a fucking idiot.
So I get called the wrong name by different people, guys down the street or somebody in the gym. So I never correct them. Who gives a fuck?
Joe, you know what's funny? Joe, I have that one Facebook thing. I actually made it for kids I went to high school with. Okay, I call it Joe Beans, right? So I didn't want. Right? Do you know there's a guy in the gym that always calls me Joey like that, and I'm like,
he thinks you.
So my name's Greg, but he calls me Joe and Joey. Joey calls me Joey.
Because of the Facebook.
Christ. Fucking
it's all in good fun. Amin is in jail as you read this. Yeah.
Yes.
I hope
he is.
He's got a.
Hope he's okay.
Time goes fast for him in there, and he gets his fucking self back home to his family where he belongs. Good luck to Amin. I wish him all the best over there.
Yes, he's a good guy.
If anybody knows where he is and they want to send me the address, I'll mail him fucking magazine so he has something to fucking read.
I could get his address. Dave has it.
Also, I wanted to find out, do you have an address for you? Well, you said his name on the show, the Gary. I've been meaning to ask you.
No, you know what though? I will get an address. Good that you asked me that. I
sent the magazines a few years ago, and then we lost contact. I don't know if he's moved around since.
He called me yesterday, but I missed his call. He calls me at odd times, and sometimes I don't. You know what I mean? And I'm not the kind of guy. I don't have my phone. My girlfriend always has my phone.
Yeah, and he doesn't have a phone. We can only get you when he gets you. But if you have, we'll talk off air. But I would love to.
Yeah, he would like that.
Yeah. No, he wrote me a letter. I wrote him back. Keep your head up, and I sent him a few magazines with the broads in it to jerk off to and stuff. So I'll do the same for both of them. The Great American Porch. Did you ever put flour on a girl and ask her to fart it at you?
No, I just tell her to fart. Period.
Yeah, yeah. I guess if it's something, if it's anything to do with a nice ass, it's all good.
If you want
Iron-
to, wait, Great American Porch, whatever that was. If you want to hear a good story about girl with flour on her face, read the issue.
It's at the printer right now as we speak.
Yes.
They're on the printing press right now. The old.
Read the issue coming out right now, Muscle Sport Mag. There's a whole story
Greg's
about
article. Yep.
a girl with flour, and you'll like the
Yeah,
story.
we don't want to tell the story. You're gonna have.
We don't want to tell the story. You got to read it. You got to read it for yourself. It's an awesome story.
It's fucking funny. Yeah, it's adorable too. You know, it's funny. Ironhead Hooligan. I like that name. What's up, from
Ironhead?
Laredo?
I know Ironhead Hooligan. That's one of my guys for a long time.
Laredo, Texas. Man, that just sounds like a town where you don't fuck with people.
That's
Where
right.
you from? Laredo, Texas. Ooh, wow, all right. You know, this guy can
Even
fucking-
they're afraid of the Barbarian brothers. Say.
Yeah, okay. But Lyle Zeta would probably walk in there and say, "Who's gonna fucking tell me what to do here?"
That's right.
Keith, what's up? New World Muscle, Keith Allen. Sounds
Keith
good.
Allen, my guy.
I'm way behind in comments, Greg. Let me get comments.
That's okay. We had that glitch.
Comment caught up because we still have two other advertisers. So, Greg, soon you're gonna be a zebra from all the times Dave has thrown you under the bus and got title.
You're right.
Shit, that's
We're
fucking-
still friends. It's nothing. It's nothing personal.
it's cool.
He has everything. I don't play. He's got everything to gain from it because then see my videos. Like what's his name? Fucking Peter Barbarian. He's like iffy, but I don't really want to go online. I really don't want to go on a show. But if I now that I'm fucking throwing this shit out, he's like, fuck this. I got to confront him. But
Dave will convince him to come on, and it probably will be an entertaining show, regardless of how it ends.
But Dave should let me know if he's coming on. I should be prepared because when somebody hits you with something and out of the blue, sometimes you're like, how many, like I don't know, But if I'm ready for it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Dude. If I'm ready for it, I'm like my cousin Vinny. You remember the movie, My Cousin Vinny? Remember when Ralph Macchio's in jail and he's like, you don't understand. My cousin Vinny could argue with anything. There's no argument. He can't lose.
Never take no for an answer. Yep.
That's right.
Dave continually throws Greg under the bus on an opportunity, but he's a good guy. Listen, it's Greg and Dave know each other for fucking decades.
Yes.
Right? Their relationship is what it is. It's nobody else's business. And you laugh about it, and you put out your answer on your video today. So I implore all of you guys, if you have not watched Gregg Valentino YouTube, the new video, he talks exactly about the Barbarian brothers.
And I show pictures and stuff to back some of this shit up.
At Golds with the big picture of Golds, the famous picture where you're in the spot.
Right, I'm right there. I'm the first guy to the left, and you see I'm with.
I mean, there's no disputing that.
There's Mike Menzer, there's fucking Samir, Ray Menzer, fucking Robbie Robinson, all of them.
All the fucking big pros were in that picture. But so listen, don't worry. Greg can fucking handle himself, and if Dave wants to, if Dave think that's more important than Jimmy the Bull's thing, that's his prerogative. He owns that company. If I was putting that video up there, I would have put Jimmy the Bull.
Well, Jimmy the Bull's constantly getting mad at Dave. Dave's constantly.
As soon as he came on, he had the guitar. I mean, it was great.
Well, you know, he must have been drinking a couple glasses of wine when that shit comes out.
So. But he was talking about Lyle Alzato's house, and he got into the conversation in a different angle, and it was fucking good. He brought something fucking interesting to, and like you said, before that, the show was kind of lagging a little bit.
Right.
You know, it was like, all right.
But all that stuff, even Jimmy with Lyle and all, that's the 90s. I was there in 81, 82 when that shit was fresh. When Alzato was still like a football player and was a bad
I don't think he was with the Raiders that year.
So I was there then. Watch the video and you will see.
Yeah. Joe just listened to the audio from. Oh, see, that's what he must have told me that an hour ago. This guy, dude. Me and you were on the same wavelength with a lot of things, but me and this fucking Hooga Claus, it's weird. It's the same type of fucking, I don't know how, a fucking guy who's a different age group from Denmark, but he and I have the same.
Well, I was telling you, put the earphones on if you're here, but right now.
Now it's good. I'm almost afraid to run the other commercials, but we
Don't
have
say
to.
it.
We
Oh,
have
shit.
to. We gotta get paid, bro.
Can we do it towards the end?
The big bad bear, who's hilarious. See Peter Paul call out Greg on this bullshit. Joe, you know as well as I do, this day would come. Still love the show, but come on, Greg, come clean. Bear, I gotta ask you a question. Not just you, guys that use images that aren't them, like Bear, like you used the porn star's fucking character guy on there. I always was fucking under the impression that guys that do that are kind of in the closet when it comes to their sexuality.
Especially the word bear, Joe. A bear's like a gay.
Oh, the hairy, they love that.
It's a hairy dude.
Get fucking railroaded by them. So Bear, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Help me out over here. I put MSM in my thing, but I don't hide my face. You see,
You know what, Joe? He's a fan. You know, he's a fan. He's also a coward because you can't use your own name. But he's a fan, and that like he'll jump to another name and then suck our dick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then it doesn't. He's bored. You know, he needs. I think you need a girlfriend, maybe a boyfriend. But
maybe, yeah,
it is what it is. You know, but just don't stop coming here and don't stop.
No, listen, keep watching, but just put your favorite fucking.
Just know that we're on to you.
Yeah.
Just know that we're on to you. That's all. Yeah. I know you're not a hater.
The big bad bears, 85 bears.
For all I know, that's Jet's, what's his name? Charlie Arms and fucking Megan, whatever. You're recycling.
I think it's have Bear and 69. That's like really.
Yeah, well, we know what that means. We know he's secretly sending us signals. That's what it is. But it's okay. It's okay. But you really, if you hate somebody, like if I didn't like somebody, the last thing I do is watch their podcast. I wouldn't give them the click. You wouldn't get that from me.
Yeah. Like, do we watch The View and shit like that?
Oh, God, never.
Mikey M. What up, Mike? Dave's a drama queen. I believe most people who watch are there for Greg. Jimmy is awesome attraction, but not a regular.
I actually think.
Well, Dave works. But listen, Dave I think Dave's specialties, forte, his experience and expertise comes more in the straight shows, like when he talks about drugs and training and stuff. He knows that shit cold. Nobody's taking that away from him.
Very smart. Nobody's smarter.
Really, yeah, he's very good with that. When they do the whack pack things, he's got to kind of like, it's almost like when me and you I kind of deliver the line to you and you tell the punchline, like I'm delivering. He's got to, that's the role that he was good at when they had the whack pack in Long Island.
Right.
And all the people were in the fucking studio. He was more of an MC, like
he stirs the drink. He's like Howard Stern. He likes to start trouble because it gets him hits. Listen, we're making a video about it here. Tomorrow, Joe Zapata is going to talk about the whole thing and prove him wrong with Ed Connors, who was there, and owned Gold's Gym. So I'm just saying, Senega, and then I put out a video, and I put on it. If you go to my Instagram, you'll see on there. So what I'm saying is, actually Dave's a genius because he just got a lot more hits. Now, I think the show was more about Jimmy the Bull, and the true fans, the loyal.
This guy might say exactly just that, Greg and Jimmy.
The RX fans would love to see the Jimmy part. That would draw them. But by actually starting trouble and saying that there's drama and the Barbarian, he didn't call me out. You know what I'm saying? Dave basically was like siding with him. But by doing that, you understand, it's like, oh, shit. Oh, fuck, I got to see this and that.
The headline and the title.
That's the genius in Dave. Dave's just... That's Dave's business. He's doing what he does. I'm not mad at Dave. I still love the guy. My job now is to fucking go like this. You know how you duck hunt? Boom! There he goes, right out of the sky. Because I got the proof.
You bring the receipts because you know
the guys that talk about this shit were there in 81, 82, like I was. There's the proof. Watch the video. There I am.
Again, the Alzado thing to me is a fucking non-starter because the whole thing. Nobody here is saying they saw that punch to the back of the head. That was the Alzado version. Barbarian's versions are different. You believe who you want to believe.
I didn't even know about the punch in the head.
Yeah.
All I said was that Gronkowski told me he had to throw them out because Alzado told him, I'm going to come down there and I'm going to fucking rip both of them apart.
Yeah.
And then he said, whoa.
Yeah,
Calm
I don't
down.
want this shit in my business. Yeah.
I'm going to send them out of here they need to sit in timeout for a little bit. I think you need to sit in timeout just to calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what was told to me. I don't know anything about no punch in the head or anybody beating up. Now, according to what's his name, Ed Connors was telling even Joe, and he was text with Joe, and Joe's got the text, he's going to prove it. But what I'm saying is, he was saying that, I think that Alzado slammed one of them off a squat rack and hit either KO'd him. I don't know. I'll find out tomorrow. But here's the thing. I don't give a shit about that. That's neither here nor there. But I was there back then. None of these guys were talking. Now, I don't know when Larry came in. He might have came in a little mid to late 80s. I think John Romano came in the later 80s, early 90s. Dave wasn't even lifting weights yet. But I was there in 81. You understand? 82.
Dave's a year younger than me. He was fucking teenager then. 81,
Yeah.
he was 14. Yeah,
right.
He was 13. He was, we were in fucking.
Larry might have been there. I don't know, but he also would have been like 14, 15. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he knows. Larry was there. Larry said the same story I said the same story.
That was the story that was going around, but none of these were trying to say I saw it.
But Dave didn't attack them. Dave didn't attack him. And Dave keeps thinking because some guy could bench 600 pounds or whatever, that means that he can kick fucking ass. Mariusz Puchanowski, the strongest man on the planet, in MMA, gets his ass fucking handed to him. Handed to him.
It was a fucking ham and egg.
Right. MMA. But on the street, he could kick ass. He'd fucking kill people on the street. But when you're fighting a skill, Nate Diaz with his concave chest, what's up, motherfucker, would be on you like a spider, would take the two biggest bodybuilders, I don't care, Neckzilla, one of these big giant motherfuckers, and he would have them tied up in a pretzel, tapping real fast.
Without a doubt.
You can't fight
on their back, yeah.
Dude, look at fucking John Bones Jones. Skinny, doesn't have no muscle, takes steroids and still has no muscle. But you name listen to me, name a guy that can beat him. Okay, because if you could beat him, and if you could beat Nate Diaz, you wouldn't be fucking around with bodybuilding with pennies.
Yeah,
there's way more money in that, brother. If you don't place in the top 5 in bodybuilding, there's no money. You got to be in social media. Those trend kids make way more money than the pro bodybuilders. Way more. The fucking what's the other kid with the hair? Salik, Sam Salik makes way more money. Way more money. Rich Pietaro made way more money.
They're fucking smarter. They're fucking
Cali Muscle. Those guys make way more money.
Yep. Yeah.
Why compete? You're fool to compete because social media has made the bodybuilding stars. You understand?
Yeah, I got to give him credit where it's due. He was like the first guy to be a superstar in this industry and didn't give 2 fucks about it.
He was an expo. He was an expo and YouTube fucking phenom. Yep.
Exactly. He was like before there was influencers. He was like an influencer before they used that.
Now, if you go to his fucking, you can see they could have fucking Phil Heath sitting right there, Mr. Olympia at the time, or Rich Piana right there. Phil Heath be sitting there by himself.
On my Rich Piana cover from 10 years ago, more popular than Phil Heath. That was the tagline. And
there you go.
He was the Mr. O at the time, Phil.
You couldn't get that. Phil was so perfect.
I don't think Heath would dispute that.
No, Phil's a great guy.
Yeah,
we were just with Phil, you and I, 2 months ago.
Yeah, he used to hate me, but now he's nice to me. So, and I don't think he remembers that I'm the same guy. Just like the Barbarian, I don't remember you.
It's 4 years ago. I don't look like the same guy. So when you see Gregg Valentino, I saw Gregg Valentino's not that good. Wasn't in the gym back then. Well, idiot, I wasn't on steroids jacked up either, you fucking momo. You know what I mean? I was a kid. I was 8. I think I was 20. I wasn't even 21 yet because I turned 21 in August. You know, and that was in the winter, you know?
Yep. Here's a man here, AJ from England. What's going on?
AJ, what's
He
going
has
on?
a
AJ?
picture of himself on there, Big Bad Bear 69. That's AJ. I published that picture of him wearing an MSM tank top.
That a
That's-
boy, AJ.
That's the man. He's been on my live show. I know what he looks like.
That a boy,
He's a real
AJ.
man. But speaking of real men, Greg,
Uh-oh.
there is also something that's got some real women in on it, and
And they're pretty hot, and they kick your ass,
they,
and you
it's
might
not
like that.
like the videos. Yeah, I know I would like it if I was in the middle of this ring. So we'll be back after this quick 30-second break. Random Cowboy, Greg. I should probably try to get one of those young ladies to join us on the show one day and come on as a guest.
Or join us after the show. But
Go to lfcfights.com, get their VIP package. You can watch all the live events and every event they ever had archived, and they have some really cool ones. They did 2 shows in England this past summer, July 4th, and then a couple of days later in Wales. They had so it was the U.S. versus UK women. So that was a pretty big, and you can get those LFCs on the websites.
I love that. Joe, you can hear me, right? Everything's good?
Oh, dude, it's so good now. I just want to stay on for the whole week. So
Okay.
these guys can tap out. Me and you will just leave the computer running. Oh, Chris Carr 15, hat and fire. What's up? I like that.
Hey,
You
Chris.
see, he's not showing his real face, but he's not writing things and insinuating, bullshit things. That's like a cool looking thing. I think a Big Bad Bear is a little bit of a fucking twinkle toes, if you ask me. Could be wrong. I'll take it back if I am. Joey, oh, this is when you guys were trying to help me. Thank you for thank God this thing got fucking fixed itself. Why would Lyle's Andy? Yeah, that was the question that came up also. Who knows?
Yeah, what the fuck was that? He needed money from their grandmother?
You know what? Do we know for sure? So it's like to say that the Barbarian brothers are lying about that is like we're playing that same game that we're saying is nonsense here.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
just go, I don't know, and I don't give a flying. Maybe the guy was a fucking heavy gambler, and he didn't have his fucking. He needed 20 grand. He wanted that. One of these guys, I want it now thing, and payday's not till next fucking. I think they get paid once a month, pro athletes. It's not.
He's got so many Hollywood friends and fucking teammates and everything, and who made a lot more money than those guys. Trust me.
Yeah,
but whatever.
But I won't say he's lying because
it could be true. It could be true.
100%.
I never heard anything about that. I don't know why Dave brought any of that shit up. I never heard about the punch in the back of the head. Never heard that. Never came out of my mouth. Nothing about them fucking grandmother's money I never heard any of that.
I don't. It's like fodder for fucking hits, but whatever. I don't think that even gets hits. That type of stuff.
No.
Bill Hall, what's up, Bill? Here's the guy that's related to our friend Monty Hall. Hey guys, do you gamble on the stock market trading options? I know some of the old mob guys are into it on Wall Street. I have some things with the stock market. It's very hard to. Greg, your buddy Charlie is fucking great at it.
Yeah,
he is a fucking genius. I follow him on Twitter, and I do see some of his recommendations. Sometimes I go and I put a couple of bucks. I'll buy that. On my Cash App, you can buy stocks or something. So one of my apps.
Well, he's considered one of the top money guys in the whole country.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? He's on Fox Business News. He's the senior correspondent, Charlie Gasparino.
Yeah, he is good. I don't really fuck around with it too much because I don't really. I'm lazy to do homework on it. That's my problem. If I see it, Gasparino has a tip, maybe I'll buy a fucking share if it's cheap enough, a few shares. But I don't go really crazy on it.
Joe,
And
I'll get you to hook up with him if you want. We could, we can all meet together and stuff.
I
I
want to
see him
hang
all
out,
the time.
just hang out with him, just because
Yeah.
he looks like a cool dude, you know.
Dude, let me tell you something right now. I can guarantee you a one-on-one fight, he would knock out either Barbarian brother.
I don't doubt it.
He was some boxer, bro. Let me
Yeah.
tell you, and he has that attitude like you're gonna have to fucking kill me, and he still fights to this day.
Never went down, Ray. It was like De Niro. I never went down, Ray. In
Right,
Raging
that's the way he's exactly like Raging Bull. We were kids. He was knocking out fucking grown men, knocking them out. I'm telling you, he was tough.
Dude, when he's talking on the news, he's got those fucking. He looks like he's wearing those Hulk hands that the kids have.
Plus, you ever see his Instagram? Sometimes they show him fucking. He's my age. We went to high school together, little kids together, and he still hits the bag.
He hits the heavy bag. Yeah, no, he's in good shape still. What is
Oh
he?
yeah, but his mindset, he's crazy.
Is he younger than you, or is he same age?
He's a year younger.
A year younger. So
He was a year behind me in high school, but I used to box down at the fucking American Legion with him, and then we used to train. His brother was my training partner, in lifting weights, and his brother's a big doctor now and everything. Yeah. So we all lifted weights. Chucky
he's
and
in
I.
great shape still, Charlie. I mean, he still works out and fucking does.
He's got like 4 or 5 bestsellers too. He have books that are out there.
Yeah,
he's
fucking.
He broke the Martha Stewart story. Matter of fact, Martha Stewart hates his guts because they used his story to put her in jail.
Hey, listen, well, that's his job, though. He was fucking, calling up the FBI. He's working. They play gangster rap in the Danish Walmart. Oh my God, really?
Oh God, really?
Now about dealing crack and stuff, even like 10 years ago, it's fucking crazy, especially during next gangster. You know what I want to hear in Walmart? Like you said, Christmas music, I want to hear like elevator music.
Elevator music.
Some innocular fucking middle of the road, nobody likes or dislikes.
How about
rap? I don't even want to hear metal I like. It's not the place for it.
No, I got one better, Joe. How about this? How about like, they play in like casinos, they play like angelic music, because they want you to feel like,
Oh yeah, no, it's
right.
They want you to just feel comfortable
and relaxed and spend your fucking money. It's angelic. You ever hear the music? It's like uplifting, angelic, like angel. You know what I mean? That's what they play in casinos. You're not going to hear like fucking, put your mother in a blender. Put your mother in a blender. You're not going to hear that kind of shit or nothing.
You're not going to hear the Sex Pistols. Yeah. No gangster rap in Walmart. And Trump put out a whole report. I was talking about it on my Instagram the other day. Recommendations to the European countries that they're giving away their traditions and they're ruining their countries. And it might even be too late. It might be too late to fix it so bad. And I'm thinking of poor Hoog in Denmark as I'm reading this fucking story in the New York Post. I'm like, so.
But Trump's smart. I don't know. Whatever. We won't even get into that.
Yeah, no, I don't want that. Hey, there's my Nick. There you go.
Nick, what's going on? Thank you. I saw your comment on my video. Thank you, brother.
Nick is the fucking goods, bro. Not for nothing. David's a weirdo for taking Peter at his word over Greg and Larry. I agree with as well. Very good point. Peter's brain is probably mush from weed. Or any thoughts on the Mets losing Pete and Diaz? I found out about the Pete Alonso thing, Greg, about fucking 15 minutes before.
Joe, I was just gonna say I didn't find out. When did that happen?
Earlier today, he went to the Orioles for 5 years. What the fuck? I had it up on.
Oh fuck! He went to the Orioles.
5. Now, 2 weeks ago on my radio show in the AM/FM, when they traded Nimmo, I told my co-host Anthony, who's like a fucking dog. I mean, like he like really. When they lose, it's like it depresses him. He's so into it. He's really loves this, right? And when they let Nimmo go, I said, Alonso and Diaz are gone. They're gone. I said, they're changing the look of and the whole look of this team. McNeil is gone too. They can say all they want.
But they didn't even make a big offer to Diaz. Joe, I'm so sorry. I gotta pee again. I can hear everything though. I want to say something about the Diaz because they're saying the Mets didn't make him a big offer, and there's
No,
a reason.
the Mets gave Diaz the same offer the Dodgers did, just $3 million less. 3 years at 69 versus 3 years at 66. They're saying on this thing, the Mets did not even make an offer to Pete Alonso. And I feel that if you're a Met fan, this is part of a semi-rebuild. I don't think they're going to be a contender for the next 3 years. I've said this since the Nimmo move. They don't have the pitching. They're trying to get pitching from within. They started early last year. The timetable stepped up last year, and they called all 3 of those guys up, where they probably only were going to call one of them up at the end of the year. They're not bringing in any big name pitchers, so why spend all this money on? I think they should trade fucking Lindor also, and I think if they can go back in time, they wouldn't have signed Juan Soto. They thought last year was the year they were going to win it all. For the first, I don't know, how was it, a couple of months, they had the best record in MLB, and then they just completely collapsed the last 3 months.
Yeah, but you know what, Joe?
So I think the Soto move was with that in mind, with the World Series last year in mind.
Michael K brought up a good point. Michael K says that he thinks that Diaz probably wanted out because he said that there's a lot of turmoil in the clubhouse with the Mets because Lindor's cocky, and so is Soto, and there's a few, McNeil, and they're saying that fucking the drink ain't being stirred in there, and they're saying that that's a problem.
And that worked for the fucking Yankees in the 70s with the personalities they had on that team, and Billy Martin was the perfect manager for that, and it was a different thing. It's not working here. So what they're basically blowing it up. And they're going to rely on those young 3 arms that they brought up last year. Tong will probably start the year in AAA, but the other 2 will probably start in the rotation. And there's going to be some growing pains here. So why should they spend money at Pete and Diaz?
I think they're going to make a move. I think the Mets are going to make a move that's going to shock you. I still think that because Coleman really wants to win. You know what I'm saying? And I know that
I think he's listening to Stearns, and Stearns is saying
Stearns is a little bit too conservative
with this the Milwaukee Brewer attitude, where you can win without spending billions of dollars.
The money ball. But that's only going to go so far because Coleman's spending a lot of money and he's not getting what he didn't make the playoffs. So eventually he's going to say to Stearns, you know what? The fuck out, because
you're not doing. What are we doing here? We're losing
but
money.
You can't play money ball, but not play, not fucking win. You know what I mean? Like spending a lot of money. You're saying
he's used to the small budget. But also you got to realize Milwaukee made the playoffs all those years. Not that they weren't a good team, but they're in a shit division. So they won that division by default every fucking year. Even if they didn't have a great year, they had a good year. The fucking NL East, the Phillies and the Braves are going to come back. Then they had a bad year.
Schwarber just resigned, but and
the Phillies, they're always a fucking. They
tough.
Spend a fucking ton of money, like you said, Schwarber. They just brought him back.
But you got to understand something though. The Mets, I think they're going to pull off another deal. I think that they know you can't not have that chemistry. You see, when Soto was with the Yankees. You had Judge up here. He knew, Judge is the man. And the Mets, he's the man. And he's cocky. We're not even sure if he's really his age. You know what I mean? You know, those Dominicans, they come over here and they say, I'm 23. Meanwhile, they're 35. You know what I mean?
Got a younger guy, the extra years.
So I'm just saying, but he's his own entity. He's already pulling the same shit Barry Bonds pulled. I want a luxury box for my family. I want a separate bus. I want a this, that, shit like that starts happening. And the other teams don't. The other guys don't like that.
No, it's not. I don't know. I feel that they're gonna kind of do a semi retool, rebuild, and that doesn't work unless those young guys do come through, and then you bring in I'll give you the '86 Mets for an example. '83. They started to show some fucking good promise. Darryl Strawberry came up the first month into the season, had a really bad. He batted 161 when he first came up from Tidewater at the time. Strawberry in '83.
I remember.
He wins Rookie of the Year. He has a great year, recovers from that bad start. They don't send him back down. They play through the pain. They know they're going to not make the playoffs anyway, especially back then. There's no wild card. And the team starts to have a little success. And then in 84, Dwight Gooden becomes and they get what's his name? They start showing these young pitchers are good. Walt Terrell was good. Ron Darling was good. Dwight Gooden comes and wins the fucking Cy Young and Rookie of the Year. Then they fucking bring in on the trading deadline in 83, in 84, in 83, excuse me, Keith Hernandez. Off season 83, 84, they bring in Gary Carter. So there, to me, right now the Mets are the 82 going into the 83 season Mets. They have some young guys. They got to see how good they are. And if they start to do good, then they can bring in some of these veterans.
They're going to get some. You watch. I still think they're going to make a move.
I think this year they're going to take a step back, and a big step back.
I don't know. Coleman.
They're a 500 team, I think, at their highest right now.
Yeah, but Coleman said already that, he thought last year they were going to fucking be a team to be reckoned with. I don't think he wants to take a step back.
The best record in baseball before all four wheels came off that fucking bus.
I don't understand it.
That's why I think they're regretting the Soto move now. It's because we're getting rid of all of these guys. But we got this, even though he's great. Listen, I like him. I didn't think he was a good fit for the team, and I said it before they signed him. I said it after.
Yeah, but Lindor's cocky.
Lindor's a little douchey-ish sometimes.
Right, he's cocky, and Soto, you can't have two fucking roosters in the hen house like that. You know what I mean?
Alonso was too quiet. He wouldn't, even though Judge is quiet. Judge behind closed doors was like fucking the way Jeter was. Behind closed doors was like the way Girardi was as a player. Girardi was a big leader on that team as a player.
No shit. You know who was a real disciplinarian? Two guys, Posada and Tino Martinez. Tino Martinez fucking punched a guy out a couple years ago in a spring training at the Yankee facility. One of the young guys got smart and he got in his face and Martinez decked him. I'm just saying.
Like David Wright was like that too. David Wright was quiet out there, but in the clubhouse behind closed doors, he fucking was the captain, and he put his fucking foot down.
Plus, Judge's production. I mean, who bats? You guys, you got your average baseball players batting 230. I mean, Judge batted 232. I mean, 332. I mean, he's 100 points better than anybody.
That's great in any era. Now, this year, in the past few years, batting average means nothing. But
and still hitting 50-something home runs. Joe, he hit 53 home runs and he was injured and he missed games and shit and was injured. Still hit 53 home runs and batted 332. And he for the longest time he was around 360 for the longest time. You know what I mean?
330, yeah. King Dale, Greg and Joe, who do you think was more depressive and miserable around their prime, Dorian Yates or Jay Cutler?
Who's better in their prime? Dorian Yates or I like
Dorian. Who was more depressive and miserable to be
Dorian.
Well, Dorian was the shadow. You know, he was wear the hood backstage. He didn't talk to anybody. He was like serious as a corpse. And King was very serious and business-like too. But I agree. I think Dorian also.
Joe, I want to jump to something here really fast because I see my boy Lee Priest is in here, and he just said that Dave even says Peter is crazy. He talks in rhyme, etc. But he believes Pete over Greg. He can believe Pete all he wants over Greg. I got the fucking proof. I knew the same fucking story. I was there before everybody. I was there in 81, 82. Go watch my video. Watch the shit. And you know what? Ed Connors just told Joe Zapata, Gregg Valentino's 100% right. He's going to go tomorrow on Joe's show. Joe's got the whole fucking thing. So you'll see. What do I give? I don't give two fucks what they think or what, you remember me. Bro, fuck you. I drove your fucking ass home many times. I had to drive him and his brother home. When his brother worked for MD, the first thing his brother said was, bro, do I know you? You look familiar to me. And then we started talking. John Romano was there. We went to dinner together. I don't give a fuck what Peter fucking remembers or not. He doesn't have to remember me. You think that fucking matters to me? I don't give a shit. But Dave calling me a liar is the fucking because Dave can't go against the bodybuilders. It's just like if you said if Big Rammy got in a fight with fucking John Bones Jones, he'd be like, well, Big Rammy could bench 600 or Big Rammy. Dude, stop that fucking bodybuilding shit, bro. Stop it. So Lee, I don't give two fucks. Those you really believe that Lyle Alzado was scared of the fucking Barbarian brothers? You're out of your fucking mind. Bullshit.
Now,
I was
if they-
there
if-
with Pete Siegel. Grimkowski came over, was telling the story to us. Bro, I had to tell Lyle, take time out, and I told the Barbarian brothers, take time out. I can't have them fucking
You're
fighting.
going by what you're being told.
What's
Again,
that?
you never said you saw this.
I didn't
You're
say
going by what somebody in the best position
Yeah,
to
but
tell
Dave-
you, the owner of the fucking joint.
all this other bullshit, borrowing money from grandparents. I don't know anything about that. That never came out of my mouth, and it never came out of my mouth about, it's the Barbarian brothers, them fighting or any of that shit. All I knew was about getting thrown at the gym. And then now, what's his name? Ed Connors just said no. That Alzado slammed one of them off the fucking squat rack or something, and he KO'd the other guy. We'll find out tomorrow because Joe has it might even bring Ed on. He just talked to him today. And he's got all the text messages and shit, and he's going to show you what Ed said.
If Ed Connors was physically there and saw
Ed
this,
Connors owns the gym with
yeah,
Grimkowski.
you
Yeah.
have to fucking make your decision as the viewer. Do you believe a Barbarian?
Dude, I was there every day. Lee, there could be a kid that was in the gym when you were there in like 1991, 92, whatever it was. There could be a kid that was in the gym that you saw every day. You see, just was a kid in the gym every day. He saw you training. He saw you carrying on. And now he could be somebody that's either a movie star, rock star, bodybuilder, fucking, I don't know, guy who digs ditches on the side of the road. But that doesn't mean because you don't recognize him or whatever the fuck. He doesn't look the same. It's fucking how many years later, 30 years later. But that doesn't mean he didn't see you fucking in the back, maybe ripping off your clothes and posing with Lou Ferrigno or something. I was a kid in the gym. I didn't say I was one of them. I was a kid
I
in
don't
the
understand
gym.
what the big deal is. It's like, and I know
Well,
you're
I'm
not.
going to
you're
ask
not
him,
the
why
one
didn't you have your
making
fucking
it.
driver's license? I drove them home a couple times. You know what I mean? I drove them home a couple times,
Yeah.
And I only had to rent a car and shit. I didn't even own the car. You know what I mean? I had to rent a car. I didn't even know where I was out there. I have them tell me, go here, go there. Yeah. But I'm just saying.
Oh, I hate driving in fucking California.
Oh, LA sucks, bro. But the thing is, I was there every fucking day. I used to go to World in the morning, and then in the afternoon, when the nut jobs were all there, I used to go there. I used to talk with Dean Tornabean and all the fucking crazies in there. I loved it. But I was a kid in the gym. I wasn't one of them slinging weights like, let's go fucking, I wasn't.
You were like,
Samir remembers me there. Let's go look at the pictures of me and Samir. Would I make that shit up?
yeah.
Like fucking
That's
AI?
Photoshop now. Yeah, you were
That's
doing
fucking
Photoshop
AI?
before it was Photoshop because those pictures, I've seen them way before.
And you know what, Lee? Not for nothing, but Dave's my friend, just like he's your friend. But if somebody had a beef with you and he had you on the show, says, yeah, Lee, come on today. And you get on and you guys start talking about shit. I don't know. How you doing, Lee? I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And then also says, Lee, I got somebody here wants to say something to you because you supposedly did this, this, and this, and that. Dude, you don't even tell me like what this is about. You just like attack me. You think I give a fuck if a guy doesn't remember what I look like? He knows who I am. He's just, I didn't look the same fucking 44 fucking years ago.
And that's it. I mean,
I was 21. I'm 65. You know what I mean?
It's a fucking non-issue. Why is
That
it
was
becoming
listen.
a
That was many mushrooms. I mean, many moons ago. Many moons ago. You know what I mean?
many moons? Greg, let's take our last break of the day. I'm not finishing the show because there's a lot of comments I haven't even got to, and I'm going to do fucking a marathon to get through them.
Okay.
It's not fair to these guys. But let's just do that last quick break. We'll be back right after this quick word from ScienceSups.com. MSM and save 20% on Quench. This is the stuff you put in water, protein. You don't want the milk. You don't want the
Joe
bloating.
Scorsese did a good job in that video.
Joe Scorsese, yes. Thank you. I didn't do a bad job. I did all right. You know, I'm a novice. You know, I'm not as good as some people in this industry, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. I hate that fucking expression. I don't know why I even say that. Let me get hang on a second. Oh, here's Nick. This is the one I saw before and I couldn't get to when my earphones were all fucked up. Alzato's best years with the Broncos and Browns. Yes, he was all pro twice in the 70s. Peter saying they were the ones who trained Alzato to be the monster was bullshit. Nick, you're 100% right. And Alzato is I think is a bit of a liar too, because I actually looked up and I read his famous Sports Illustrated cover feature he did with Shelley Smith, who wrote it. Big fat woman sports writer for back. This is I think 91. And Alzato said he started taking D-ball in 1969 in college. Now, I don't want to get into this whole thing with Alzato because it's really we're having more fun with the regular shit. But didn't it start in this country in like 69 with D-ball with the coach went and the Russian coach, the East German Russian coach?
No, it started before that. It supposedly there were guys in the 50s. I don't know if Steve Reeves ever tried D-ball, but I know that Larry Scott used to start.
I remember I forget the name of the doctor who worked for the famous pharmaceutical company who invented D-ball.
Seba
was?
guy, yeah.
Okay. He used to go with Hoffman and the York Barbell guys for the USA weightlifting championships around the world, right? He was their strength and conditioning coach, I guess, before that title existed. He was there. It was fucking. They didn't have juice, and the coach of I think it was either the East German or Russian team, same shit back then, was drunk and telling him about he was using testosterone for these guys, and he was able to take this information and he was able to make an oral from it, which ended up being the original pink D-balls.
Maybe, yeah.
The original steroid in the United States that was available back in the 60s. Like,
well, I know that the Germans fucked with it in like the 30s.
Oh, yeah.
Hitler, Hitler was.
That was bull testicle fluid that Hitler was using. It wasn't like synthetically laboratory made. It was extracted from.
But I believe though that Alzato might have done it in college, Joe, because there were guys doing it.
I know, that's a long time ago.
Didn't you ever hear the story about? They said that Schwarzenegger, when he was 15, tried D-balls. I don't know if that's true. That's in the diet. I don't know. Who knows?
But if we're gonna say that the Barbarian brothers gave Lyle Alzato his start in weight training and juice, I don't believe that, because even though Alzato, when you look at pictures of him back then when he was in college, and he's from Long Island too. It's weird. He's from out where I am now. He's from East Cedarhurst or some shit.
Right.
He in his college days and even in his early pro days, he was like a chunky looking dude. He wasn't built, but he may not have been, dieting and training, and he was just popping fucking D-ball, which is going to retain water on you. Whatever. I don't think the Barbarian brothers they weren't the first guys to get
they weren't. No.
Use juice and train with weights. Come on.
No way.
They used to not like when guys worked out with weights, but not linemen. Linemen were the one exception, even going back, I think, to the fucking 50s, that they used to say, you guys do deadlifts, leave the quarterback and running backs, don't do any of that because you're going to get, especially baseball guys, they frowned on them.
They didn't want you lifting weights at all for baseball.
They didn't want them touching up. They like you said, they had like swimmers' bodies back then. These guys, they didn't look like fucking ball players at all. But I don't think Alzato learned from the Barbarian.
No, we didn't learn from that. And Dave's too much like a bodybuilder can do no wrong. You know what I mean? Like, oh no,
we all could do wrong. Dave Thomas, what's up, Dave? Is that the Dave guy? He was the only guy to break their practice equipment. Who, Lyle Alzato, I guess he's talking about?
Yes.
Right? That's a fucking moose, bro.
Yeah, he was a badass.
I got a scam in my physical mailbox. They're talking about who won a free gift. Just scan this code, no logo, no company, or anything. Many red flags. So it's all over the world, bro. I go through so much stuff that is, click this, and it comes from sometimes like the bank that I really use. Sometimes it comes from a bank I don't. They send them all out. Don't. It's everywhere, bro. It's all the Nigerian lottery. It's all bullshit.
Nigerian lottery.
Richards claim not to know you as well. Again, same reason.
No, Victor's saying he doesn't remember that story. Of course he knows. Me and Victor we've had a gazillion run-ins. Even when I owned my gym, he was supposed to guest post for me, and then he never fucking showed and stuff. Then he called me up all pissed off.
Then he wrote the column for us. Remember we had him on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Listen,
I don't give a shit.
Let's just, for argument's sake, let's just say at one time Victor Richards says, I don't know. The same reason you didn't look like the Gregg of.
Yeah, but I mean, he's had so many fucking problems in that gym. He was thrown out of the gym. I think what's his name, Joe Zapata told me today that Ed Connors told him Victor shot a gun off. I don't know if it was outside the gym or right inside the gym, and he had to throw him out of. He's had so many instances. When I was there, he had 100 instances. So to him, me putting the sponges on his arm was a big thing for me. It was no big thing for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. With the sweat.
It's funny. People fucked up. My friend, Mike Janusa, right? He was me and him were in a bar one time when we were young. I was like 18 years old, and it was a big bar fight there. And a fucking guy pulled a gun. He beat the shit of another guy and put a gun to his head. And then when we went out to the parking lot, we were like, yo, that was fucked up. Fuck this, fuck that. We were saying all this shit. And it was summertime. The windows were open. The guy was out in the parking lot. I didn't know, came over, put a gun in my fucking head in the car. Mike Janusa doesn't remember that. I'm like, you don't remember that? The guy put a gun to our head, and we were in a car. He was driving. You know what I mean?
Because I know you were it, but was Mike?
No, no, it wasn't. He just, some people like fucking put shit out of their brains. Like my ex-wife will be like that.
I forget. My wife thinks I'm fucking early Alzheimer's because I forget so much fucking shit. So yeah.
See, but for me, it was a big thing. For him, it was no big deal. So what? Some guy spotted me sponging and got pissed off. You know what I mean? I don't know. But for me, it was a big thing.
The Richards, and like you said, in person, he looked like
he was the biggest fucking guy there. Yeah. The two biggest guys that impressed me the most was him and Rory Littlemeyer.
Yeah, he's a guy.
Rory Littlemeyer was just an absolute monster. But go ahead.
The B taper. King Dale. Yes, Greg, bodybuilding training is different to MMA training. It doesn't mean a bodybuilder can't lose weight, maybe be successful, but different title thing. Totally different training. Yeah. And the MMA guy knows how to do things defensively and offensively in a confrontation, a physical confrontation. A bodybuilder, unless he takes it in the past, is just going to street fight like a regular guy.
You can't. It's apples and oranges, man. You cannot compare. There's no super jacked guys. There's some muscular guys and that take steroids that are even in that are in the UFC. Yeah. But you don't see no bodybuilder type jacked guys. Look at what's his name there? The fucking big fucking what's that? Bill Sapp or just something Sapp? Sapp, Bob Sapp. Look at that fucking guy. He was a monster. He was getting knocked out left and right. He cried. He got hit one time so hard he cried in the ring. Bob Sapp. Yeah. Like, what's he? Almost 400 pounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
you're comparing apples and oranges.
It's two different things. It's like saying a guy, when Michael Jordan's a great athlete, when he went to baseball, he sucked.
Right.
He went back to basketball. Won 3 more rings. I mean,
steroids help Barry Bonds, but if I took Ronnie Coleman in his prime and put him up at bat and try to hit a fucking 100-mile-an-hour fastball, it ain't happening. You understand what I'm saying? 3
fucking pitches. Yeah, exactly. Right.
You're comparing apples and oranges. You can't compare apples and oranges. Bodybuilders are not fighters. I'm just going to say that now. They get gassed. The more mass you have, the quicker you're going to get gassed. You want to be an MMA fighter? You got to fucking get rid of all that. All those guys. Kamzat, all those guys. He fights at fucking like 170, 155, 170.
Yeah.
You think you're going to take Kamzat Chimaev? Yeah. Okay. Or one of those guys? You're out of your fucking mind.
Fighters.
He would tear through the biggest powerlifter, biggest butt. He would tear right through them. Tear them like they were nothing.
Small Dale chance earn. That was the hamster. Give Dale a chance. Dale's a good dude. Greg, you know Dale too.
Yeah, sure. Dale's a good guy.
Dale's fucking and he takes all of this shit. He laughs. He goes. He loves it. He enjoys this joking around.
Me too.
Greg and Joe, I remember an interview where Dorian talked about being tough. I don't know about you, but I can't see how Dorian can be tough and those muscle mass be tough. Well, wasn't Dorian like in like a street gang and people said it was
I'm sure Dorian's tough. There's different levels of tough. Do you understand?
Yeah, when he was
feel like I
younger,
can
he
handle
was
myself
probably
pretty well, but I'm not going to go fucking fighting some UFC guy or some guy that's a real skilled guy will take the average tough guy, a tough guy. Okay, a guy who's a good street fighter. You start fighting a guy who's a skilled fighter, you're done.
Two different fucking worlds.
You cannot compare.
I believe Dorian had some good scuffles because he kind of always said he was a wild fucking young guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's a tough guy.
Yeah, I don't doubt it at all, but doesn't mean he could beat a fucking MMA.
Yeah, he's not saying he's going to kick some fucking MMA fighter's ass. Yeah. I think Dorian's great.
Yeah. Here he is, Greg. There's our fucking friend. Charlie, hanging off a dear life, moving into the new year. You're gonna make it, Charlie. I like Dave and John, but Greg is my guy. See, knew him since he was a boy, and he's not. I know, Greg.
Thank you, Charlie.
I think, right?
What's that?
Talk. I think I know you from like 07, right? I think we met and spoke. You're not a liar. You say things about yourself and joke about yourself and admit things that some people wouldn't even think of admitting. Right. Yeah. So and this is so to say that this is a lie from you. It doesn't help you in that. It's not like if you weren't saying I beat up Lyle Alzado or I beat up the Barbarian brothers. It has nothing to do with anything. It's like who gives a fuck?
All I know is I said that they got thrown out of the gym because Lyle Alzado wanted to kick their ass because they wrecked his house. And that's a fact. And when tomorrow Joe Zapata is going to put on, right?
That's what you're saying. You're admitting it was hearsay to you. You're not saying I was.
Yeah, I wasn't at no party and see that shit, or I wasn't at the gym when they went. I was at the gym. That day it happened. I was at the gym later on. Gronkowski was talking to the guys I was with. I was standing there because Gronkowski used to make jokes about me all the time. He used to say, fold your arms. And I would fold my arms like this because I was very muscular and shit. And he said, you look like I'm way more muscular than Pete Siegel. And he used to call Pete Siegel over and go, fold your, he's fat. You know, he would make jokes about Siegel.
But it's like Barbarian brother calls out Valentino as a liar. That's not even what the fucking story even is.
Oh, yeah. That I thought somebody wrote that.
The article. Whatever.
But let me ask you a question now. Larry said the same exact story. No, I heard it. It happened. I know it for a fact. John Romano, when he's there, is going to tell the same fucking story. But how come I'm the one that gets fucking ambushed and attacked? Why does it call them liars?
You're right. Good point.
It's because it's like, I guess I got a big fucking mouth and whatever. I don't give a shit. I'll tell it. I don't care. You don't have to believe any story.
You let it roll off your back. You don't give a fuck. That's
right. You don't have to believe any of that shit. Oh, I sent whatever. I don't give a fuck anymore. You know what I mean? You don't have to believe that. It's not gonna. It means nothing to me if you guys think that the Barbarian brother, many moons ago, doesn't remember me. You understand what I'm saying?
The Barbarian brother comes on the show, even if you didn't know.
I don't give a damn shit what he thinks.
Yeah. What is he gonna do? There's nothing to prepare for anyway, because you're just like, dude. I remember you. You don't remember me. Nobody disputes that I was in the same place you were at the same time. Who gives a shit at the end of the day?
Joe, I don't give a DMT what he thinks. Get it? DMT. But listen, Joe, listen to me. If I said to you, Joe, come here, you know this guy? And you look at him and I say, he went to high school with you for all 4 years. He might have been, maybe you didn't even talk to him in high school. There's kids you went to high school with for your whole life. And you didn't even, whatever. But I talked to him. That's the difference. I took him to fucking how I could tell you a story. I can back it up. I did in my video, and I'm gonna have tomorrow. What's his name's on my side? Ed Connors. So,
I mean, there you go, bro. My friend I grew up with. Once in a while, he'll fucking run into somebody we know from the block or high school or whatever. I know this kid my whole life. And he'll take a picture of somebody that he happens to run into, and he'll text me and goes, can you guess who this is? And I'll look at it and I'll know who this guy is my whole life, at least that part, growing up and into my early adulthood. And I'll be like, I don't have a fucking clue. Give me a hint. I don't have a fucking clue. And he'll be like, oh, he lived on 63rd Street and 16th Avenue. And then I'm like, oh shit, yeah, maybe now I get it. That happens all the
And
time.
sometimes you don't. Joe, if I opened up your yearbook and I said, what about this person? You'd be like, you know what? I vaguely remember seeing that person walking in the hall when I was younger.
Well,
but
I
he wasn't in any
I
of
don't
my
know this guy
classes.
from
We
Hollywood.
graduated together. I have no idea his name. If you said I'll give you $1 million, I still don't. I don't remember his name. I don't know
I
where.
didn't see him. Yeah,
It's
I
just
never.
a person in my class. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he graduated with you. Yeah, a couple of hundred.
I didn't
people.
say I was like Big Willie in that gym. I never said that. I said from day
You're
one,
saying
I
now,
was
you're
a
saying
kid
you're
who
a young
was like,
kid.
I was in
Wide-eyed kid.
Disneyland. I was a kid in Disneyland. I was like, oh, hair pie, like the kid in fucking like in the Revenge of the Nerds. Oh, hair pie. You know, I was looking everywhere. You know what I mean? I was
Hey,
great.
Billy, you ever
I
seen a
know the
grown man
workouts.
naked before?
What's that?
You ever seen a grown man naked before, Billy? You know, wow, a real cockpit.
I'm telling you, though, that's the way it was, Joe. Exactly like that.
But
Exactly.
that even brings more fucking it solidifies your fucking story even more. That you were like, wow, the Barbarian brothers, they're fucking, people know them, they're crazy, then and so they didn't remember you, but you gave them a fucking lift.
I gave him right. You know what it is? I was a young schmuck kid who they knew, just like Victor Richards. Here, come make me. He didn't ask anybody else to spot him. He asked me to spot him. Why me?
You? He was
You
a
know
dick
why
to
me?
you.
Because I was like the fucking, like the kid like in awe of all these guys. And come here, hey, come here. He didn't know my name. I never said he knew my name, but he said, come here, And then I did it after 3 times. My fucking hands are sliced. I put this way.
You said he called you little man. He was
after those two
hit him in the head with a
boneheads,
fucking dumbbell behind his back.
those two boneheads broke his fucking balls. The Barbarian, but what are you wearing? Fucking sponge? What are you wearing oil? And then he said to me, "Little man, shut your mouth. Why did I have to tell them?" And he had oil on his arms.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell them? Why don't you say to them, "Fuck you"? I put off. So what? You know what I mean? Why don't you say to them? Why did you turn on me?
You're being truthful.
I'm not spotting them no more.
You're being truthful, and you've said that story. I've heard that story way before today.
Dude, I swear on my dead sister. It happened. And the same thing.
It's like
My dead sister,
the
thing with the Barbarian brothers, me driving them home. Fuck them. I mean, whatever. You know what I mean? This is 44 years ago.
blame the Barbarian brother. I blame the way it was delivered on the show.
Well, that I'm not happy about.
Like, I don't remember that. Greg worked out there.
The big ambush.
And that's it. Innocently.
Right. The big ambush was not cool. You know what I mean? That was not cool. You should have said something. But don't make me. Larry's saying the same story right there. You didn't say to Larry, "Oh, you're lying." You know what I'm saying? You didn't say that. You're not going to say to John Romano.
Story. But first, Larry said he was there, and then he says, "But I wasn't. I was away."
No, he wasn't there. I mean, I don't know when Larry started working out there. You know what I mean? This is 80. I was there 81 and 82. Okay. I actually went back in 83, but that's for like a couple weeks. But I lived there in 81 and 82. Now, the thing is, again, I didn't nobody knew my name. You know what I mean? I was fucking just a kid in the gym. And I was like, I'd watch them carry on. I'd watch all kinds of shit going on in there.
It was a front seat at the circus. It was
right. Just like when Arnold said to me, "Don't get so emotional." He didn't say Gregg Valentino. That was a fucking 44 fucking years ago, too. It was in World's Gym in the morning.
Yeah.
I used to go to World's. I put a picture of me and Eddie Giuliani. I was his Botswana. He like slave boy. You know what he did? He got a fucking shipment. And Lee Priest, World's Gym. He got a shipment. I'm talking about the old World's Gym.
The rooftop.
Right.
The second floor. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want the balcony. Dude,
I was there once. Yep.
He got a shipment of shirts in, right? It's a true story. Got a shipment of fucking shirts in. And Joe Gold would come in and out. He'd fucking break my nuts. I love Joe Gold. He was great. He'd talk to anybody. I was talking about how to make the equipment. Anyway, so Eddie Giuliani knew that I was like, young, green kid, from New York, the man with the New York tan. So he goes to me, "Hey, could you do me a favor? Would you help me out for a minute? I need help." So when you walk in, there's a little desk to the right, like a little front counter. It's so small. It's like this big, it's like 3 feet wide. And up on the top, they had like a pull down where an attic. We pull down and he go up the
yeah,
steps.
yeah, I got you. And silly,
That motherfucker got a shipment of shirts in, right? Big fucking box. Had me climbing up there, bringing the shirts, handing him shirts, all that
Must
shit.
be probably up there.
And then Joe, here's the kicker fucking.
He didn't even give you one.
Joe, at the end of the fucking day, I said, you know what? Could I get one of those tank tops? And you know what he said to me? Sure, here, it's $20. You know what I mean? Or whatever it was. And
You sure that wasn't me doing that?
No, you wouldn't have done that. You would have given.
I would have given. That's fucking ballsy, though.
Dude, I used to talk to the guy every fucking day in there. He knew I was from New York because he was from Brooklyn. He was from Brooklyn. And all this shit, we would talk about that shit. I was like Botswana slave boy and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
this
then
is
fucking,
Ed Connors you're talking about.
no, not Ed Connors. This is Ed Giuliani.
Ed Giuliani.
Gold's Gym.
Yes.
No,
And
Ed Connors is Gold's.
People don't know. You know who Ed Giuliani is, everybody. If you've seen Pumping Iron, he's the guy that jumps in Arnold's arms.
Right.
Arnold comes, when they set it up that they were starting their prep. How many days to the Olympia in the universe? I'm here to get some muscle. Ed Giuliani's the smaller, short guy that jumps in. I didn't know he was
jumped in Arnold's arms.
I didn't realize that.
He used to run World's Gym. He used to run the front counter, and he would be in there. And
Joe Gold opened there.
Well, that's because he was Joe Gold's buddy, right?
Yeah,
Joe Gold's boy, and they were buddies. The mighty Zabo, that guy would be in there. He was an old man. Zabo, whatever the fuck, he come in with an old lady who was jacked. But I used to see Bertle Fox in there. What a scumbag! You talk to him and he wouldn't even. He'd like ignore you. You know what I mean?
He is now.
Dude, he should have been. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have the death penalty in that fucking country.
They did, but you know what's funny? They pulled it back. They gave him a second
trial.
Yeah, he was due to get the fucking gallows, and then now he's out, and he killed the wife and the mother.
That wife and the mom. Yeah, he's a fucking maniac, bro.
I would talk to him in the World's Gym. I would, try. You know what I mean? And he would just look at you and just like kind of if you got a nod out of him, that was like the greatest.
Don't you hate like that, bro?
Yeah, dude, I felt like fucking hitting him with a bat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like you're nobody's special, bro.
Who used to talk my ear off was a really good guy, Joe Bucci. Do you remember Joe Bucci, a bodybuilder? He actually owned that hotel that was all bodybuilders too. There was a hotel out there, I forgot the name, for a while.
The A1 and the old Muscle Beach. In the 50s.
It was a fucking motel. It was all bodybuilders would stay there when they would come in town. They would stay at Joe Bucci. Joe Bucci, you would know him, Joe. If you saw his picture, he was a competitive bodybuilder.
Name offhand.
Greg DeFaro would be in there. I remember seeing Greg DeFaro. He had 10s and 5s or whatever, 5s. And he would do the fucking Smith machine, like incline press.
Yeah.
The chest. And he would do it this slow.
Take a
and I'm like, dude, 20 seconds a rep, each rep. Like, I was like, I could never do that.
Oh,
ever.
yeah.
I have no.
Boring.
Joe, I can't paint a wall. I throw the bucket of fucking paint on a wall, just go psycho with a roller like that. I can't. I have. One thing about me is I have no patience. I need more patience in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can't paint for fucking shit too. I'm with you on that.
My girlfriend could sit there with a fucking little tiny paintbrush and paint the fucking like
it's great. Yeah,
but they're cutting in. Girls have way more attention span than guys do. I can't sit there and roll like this. Oh my! God. I tell her, "You're Mexican. You do this shit."
They both of our girls have that patience and talent for painting that.
I have no
patience.
patience.
It's a girl thing. I don't know.
Whatever, but with a lot of things, Joe. I just I'm like I got to do it now. Come on, let's stop fucking around. You know?
I know. Yeah. Great American Porch is trying to get me thrown off the air. He thinks I'm going to fall for his little trick, and I shall not, my friend. It's my friend's birthday. Can you give a shout out to my boy Nick G? Nick G, happy birthday, buon compleanno.
Why is he trying to get you thrown off? What does that mean?
Don't say it. Don't say it. If you say that together, it's a slur. It begins with an
Oh, I just caught it. Okay.
He usually tries to get me just with the GERS, but now he added that, trying to trick. He's one of my Instagram fucking guys. Porch, you're gonna get me one of these days, but not today. I'll be fucking.
Joe, you were ready for that because I would have totally fell for that.
No, I know from
Lee
Malcolm
Priest, Lee
Reed
Priest would have said it as it was meant to be said.
wanted to say it. Team Jimmy the Bull with Lyle Alzado and Mike Matarazzo versus Team Palumbo with Barbarian Twins and Paul DeMeo in a bar brawl. Who wins?
Oh God, you got to be kidding
You
me.
got Matarazzo with Alzado.
Jimmy Alzado,
Hey,
and you know, and Matarazzo was a very tough guy, bro.
yeah,
That
he
was
was.
a bad dude, bro. That was a bad. Paul DeMeo was a good guy. To get him out of there, he's not the kind of guy that would, you know.
It's kind of a handicap match. It's
You got to be kidding me,
I
yeah.
put my money on the Jimmy the Bull team. It's like the Survivor Series.
It's not even. That's not even a thought.
Yeah, it's. But I'll pick the first team.
Jimmy's
Joe,
my
you
guy.
talking about London's weak ass Christmas tree? No, I did not. They had to go with the most plain bullshit Christmas tree ever, not to offend with a beautiful tree. It's they apparently in London like the way they have the tree.
Oh, they're so bad right now, Joe. They got to get these fucking
it's
people out.
horrible. Yeah, Trump hates that Sadiq
Dude,
Khan.
getting arrested for you and I'd be in jail for half the shit we
Oh, for
said
fucking-
and posted and
yeah.
shit I post on Twitter and
Posted.
shit.
Yeah, move these people out of the country. They get locked
Yeah,
up.
man, fuck them.
They have a public tree like Rockefeller Center. I don't know if it's as big as that. I haven't seen it, but Hugo de Claus was telling me, and AJ, who lives in England, said the same thing. They did put a Christmas tree up, but they put like just a little string of lights or something, like not to make it too glitzy and stuff, not to, because it's Catholic or Christian or whatever you want to call it. It's Christmas tree. It's for kids.
It's not Ramadan.
It's not a religion. It's not a crucifix. It's not the Pieta.
I don't know why people have to get religious crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's it. It's different. Come on now.
Christmas is for
Christmas
kids.
is like commercial now. Nobody.
That's what I mean.
The Catholics, we don't even like a Christmas tree has nothing to do with Jesus. You know what I mean?
And the people that are like, yes, it's Christmas. It was the day he was born and all of that. I get it. You can holy roll all you want if you want to do that. I looked at Christmas. I enjoyed it as a kid and I enjoy it as a parent.
Joe, do you know what's funny? People are so fucking stupid. I would love to see Jesse Waters get Johnny, right? And have him go Times Square where you got all those fucking stupid thugs. Yes, what is the meaning of Christmas? Why do we celebrate Christmas? Because Santa Claus come down the tree and shit. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, no, but what's the real meaning? Right?
Yeah. Oh, it's a gift again. Who are they trying? And this is what Trump was saying in that report he made. I gotta find the thing, Hogan. I'll DM the link to you for this thing with the Trump was talking about the European countries. So how is it? If you see a Muslim thing, does it offend you as a Catholic?
No.
I could give a fuck. I see a menorah. Good for you.
No, I'm all for them. I'm all for it. I don't care.
Trees on the altars in church, like you said, it's not a religious symbol. It's a commercialized holiday that's geared towards children. Be good, or you won't get anything from Santa. You gotta be good all year and write what you want.
All this shit is. First of all, didn't you notice that the Jews celebrate Hanukkah at the same time we celebrate Christmas, right? Isn't it? You know why? Because it's fucking. Well, they have a holiday. We need a holiday too. It's hundreds of years ago. This shit wasn't celebrated. Nothing like this.
And the religions are a lot closer than people.
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
It is. Megan Jendrick, here she is, the
No,
Olympic gold medal swimmer. If Greg ever wants to get back at Dave, have him work with my husband and write a book, Dave's head will blow when he sees what we pay him in royalties. Oh my God.
It's a true story.
Yeah, hook Dave up. I'm sure he's got, we can have Jumbo Palumbo, the fucking, the book version. We can have more than the two.
No comment about all that.
Joe Jumbo Spinuzzi. Hey, come in by.
Holy shit.
Giuseppe. We all know Greg was there. Yes, of course.
Now he's making a joke. I get it. Because they always say, oh, yeah, Valentino says he was there. Well, he was there.
He was there.
Sorry.
End of story. Dave Thomas. Yeah, I can't believe Martin started picking on pensioners. What am I missing on there?
I don't either.
Are you talking about Martin Fitzwater? Because I'm way behind, and I mentioned that earlier in the program. But Well, how is Giles a pensioner? I don't know, Dave. Maybe I'm totally misreading.
Maybe he
it.
meant penny pincher.
I don't know. If you want to write another comment, I will try my best to get to it until I can answer the question.
A pensioner.
Pensioner. That's usually like old guys like us, you know. Corey, what's up, buddy? Any Casey Valletta stories, Greg? You knew Casey back.
Oh God, yeah. The only thing, I mean, like, he was there when that picture, that big picture. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, okay, if you look at the video I posted, okay,
Yeah, watch the video.
In there, you'll see a picture. He was in the picture, and I remember that day, there was a Dutch IFBB official who one of Mike Mentzer's boys punched him out. I was right there. I was like 2 feet away. I could feel the wind. He hit him so hard right here. His name was Julian Blumart. That's the guy who got knocked out. That was the Dutch guy. It knocked him right where the Gold's Gym. We go upstairs, okay, to go to the locker rooms. Right there.
Yeah.
He went through the wall. Right there. He went actually through the what do you call it, Joe? Asbestos, not asbestos. Jesus Christ, the gypsum board. You know, went right through the board right there. Fell right through his fat fucking body. Yeah, sheetrock. Jesus, what the hell's wrong with me? Okay, so he went right through the sheetrock, and I remember Casey Valletta was getting set up to speak for this. He was getting a whatchamacallit, like microphoned up to do this little video thing. And basically, I told him, "Oh, bro, you got to see fucking Julian Blumart just got knocked down." He goes, "Who did it? Who knocked him out?" And he ran over there. He later was squatting, and he had one plate on each side. But he was doing it almost like I saw the way I saw Greg DeFaro do it. He was doing it. It was like taking fucking 10 seconds or 20 seconds per rep.
Attention, Greg.
So you know, he wasn't doing the leg press.
I love
Why do you guys do that? Do you guys really think working at legs? But it is fun. But why do you guys do that? What makes you guys think that fucking putting all these weights on, trying to match Ronnie Coleman? Like, look, I just did 1,200 pounds. I'm going to do 6 reps.
1/8 of a rep. They're not even doing calf raises on
it. Get out of here. What's wrong with you guys? You think that's going to build legs? Look at your fucking chicken-ass legs.
It's for their head that they want to. They're tricking themselves.
It's the stupidest thing I see, and every gym has that idiots doing that.
My workout's over if I put that many fucking plates on the thing. I'd sleep.
Oh yeah, man.
There's this spiritual woman with crystals and stuff who calls herself a naturist, which means she does healings naked. Ooh,
who's that?
I'm gonna tell her what's sick. It's supposed to be a divine gimmick. She just announced she'll be doing these naked sessions on live stream. I wonder how long before she ditches the whole spiritual and goes straight to OnlyFans. Well, yeah, that's the whole thing. It's supposed to be a clean way of earning money using fucking sex and guys' horniness. Because they don't feel that it's bad.
Like we need more of that, right?
Yeah.
Let's go to OnlyFans.
Just stick a dildo in your fucking girlfriend's cunt and suck it. That's all
Everybody's looking for an angle. That's what it's bad though. It's out of control.
Yeah.
I see these chicks. The biggest things they're hot as fucking hell. But you have some girl singing a song like "Oh, living on a prayer." She's just mouthing the words to it for like 7 seconds. You know.
That
like
why do that?
And then guys fucking, and it's got a million views. And I'm like, why do you fucking hard up, disgusting men? Why do you give that shit clicks and make her I make a living at all I do is 7 seconds of mouthing the words to some sexy song like this.
That's so annoying. Like you see, like you said, you.
But what talent is that?
Right? And you see some fucking hot fucking piece of ass, some fucking skank, and then all of a sudden you hit the audio, and it's like, whatever. I don't know these fucking songs now.
Yeah, but they just singing them words to some like Lady Gaga song, like you know what I mean?
And I'm like, what is that doing for me?
If you look how many views, I'm like, get the fuck out of shit.
And
I'm like, you sick fucking men.
1 point something M. Yeah, I'm like, wait.
There's zero talent to these chicks. Zero. All they do is they sit there for a fucking hour, get their faces done, You know, makeup right. They have the little light that gives them just the right light. They got their little thing, and you can see their little cleavage. And they'll sit there and they'll sing 7 seconds of a song.
Oh, look, yeah. Yep.
And you guys sit there. Oh, she's so hot. Oh my God.
What a carrot up a twat. Oh, yes, definitely. That's what she should do, the spiritual. You ever thought about a toupee, Greg?
No. I like being bald.
He's fine with it. Yeah. I've seen you with hair. You can grow it. You just like
I do have hair there, but it's like cotton.
Yeah, no, but I read pictures from a few years
back.
Yeah,
I'm too old. Listen, hair, I'm too ugly, and hair's not going to help me. As it is, I get mistaken for Brad Pitt everywhere I go.
You know what? You don't want to be mistaken for the third Barbarian brother with the long hair.
There you go. I'd need cheek implants. I'd need heavy forehead shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, Momo Mafia, don't fuck around. There you go.
Stop fucking around. You fucking.
You got your button, kid. King Dale, if a homeless man just happened to carelessly set up his tent right outside your house, okay, I can tell you what I'm going to do. You find it amusing at first. No, I don't. But later in the day, he's still there. The morning, he's still there. At what point? We're not getting that far. Before he's finished setting that thing up, I am out there and explaining to him in a nice way that he's got to move on and keep going till I can't see you anymore. Don't go to the next street.
I'll take my lawnmower out and just go right over it.
Oh, I wouldn't. That would not happen in my fucking.
Yeah, they can't. It's not gonna happen. You can call. I mean, nobody can put a tent on your yard.
I'm fucking. And if it got down to it, I'd fucking step.
Let me tell you something. The only tent that's happening over here is when I wake up in the morning and the sheets are sticking up, and then I say to the girlfriend, "Get ready. Assume the position."
That's the TRT morning wood. Yep.
That's right.
Strength, muscle. Only thing Dave cares about is money. Oh, that's not the last part. I'm not going to say that. Listen, we all care about money. Let's not fucking try to fucking deny that.
You know, I care very much about money.
You all do.
I care very much about money. The problem is my money doesn't care about me.
That's a good point. At least under Biden, we had no money to worry about. So
I still got no money. I'm keeping the streak going.
Good afternoon, Joe and Greg. What's up, Jimmy K? Good afternoon,
Jimmy K. What's going on, brother?
Juan Parmaggio, James Jacob. Here he is. What's up? I almost missed the show for Pete's sake, for Christ's sake. Thank God I made it. I'm glad you're here, buddy. We got a late start because the technical difficulties. The picture of Greg standing beside the 82 Chevy Citation. That's the one I was talking about. I was joking around. I said it was an AMC Pacer. There's 2 cars, though. There's more than 2. So it was an 82 Chevy Citation. Okay, good eye. Canerican 225. What's up, buddy?
Yep, that was in 82. I grew the mustache and the curly hair.
I got to look at that picture again because, like I said, that was the only time I've never, all the pictures that I've seen of you from old days, recent, all.
Joe, I got a ton.
At all.
I got a ton of shit. I could put some in a column. I got to. You know what the problem is? I got to scan them because they're actual photographs. You know.
You take a picture with your cell phone. Just don't get no glare.
Yeah, but then there's always a glare. You know.
Yeah, you got. If you have it in a frame, you got to. Like I've taken them out of frame and take pictures like kids were small and stuff, and it comes out okay. You can get by with it. Linda McHands, what's the black stuff between an elephant's toes? Slow Somalians.
I like that, Linda. We'll give that a ring.
I think we should bring those to Minnesota.
I like
Raw
that.
dog. Oh, that Minnesota is a disaster. Greg, please show us an animal live stream. He might get in trouble. I don't know if they allow that.
You'd like that, huh?
I don't know. You're gonna have to go to Greg's. You got an OnlyFans, right? You lip sync songs and you do.
I need to get an OnlyFans, lip sync and shit. Sit there.
I want to start an OnlyFans to see if I get any gay guys to fucking spend money to look at my old ass.
Oh, Joe, you'd be shocked.
I got no shame, bro.
Let me tell you something. If you started that even as a joke, and all of a sudden you got these gay guys like sending you money galore, you know what your wife would say? You get your ass in there.
Keep going.
Start making videos. Go make the fucking videos. We need the money. God damn it, Joe. We need the fucking money. You're going to Turkey and getting your head. Go get that fucking money back.
Yeah, wear my negligee. Here you go.
Oh, shit. Then I might join.
Good one, bro. You got to be a freak. There he is.
There he is. You got to be free. We're talking about being
real.
free. There he is, my boy. You got to be a freak.
On Instagram, he's the real. Got to be.
Yeah, he's great. I love that guy.
Up with this clock. Get this fucking.
What happened?
He's just annoying. Come on, Bear. You just, you bring something that we could fuck around with to the table. I don't mind a little goofing around, but it's got to
but after, come on. I mean, you must have no fucking life though. I mean, seriously, get a girlfriend or a boyfriend.
Yeah, go to a hula house and whatever you got to do.
Hula.
That 79. Jimmy always brings something to the table. He's on after hours. Nobody wants to hear those glutes or more shredded. Well, after hours, you guys don't really talk about bodybuilding comparisons and stuff. It's always kind of.
He does. He gets into that shit. Like, just Joe Matarazzi, he plays third. Whatever. Yeah, excuse me. Now again, bored me. Joe Matarazzi, he played third. And I'm sitting there going, Dave knows because sometimes I do this. And then Dave mutes me. He muted me one time. I said, no more. You muted me, and I clicked off. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not coming back today. You lost me for the day.
That's inexcusable. I have to be honest.
You don't get on after hours.
Yes, that's just not good protocol.
Joe, when Playboy used to have like celebrity interviews, nobody bought that fucking magazine. There might be some few nerds that did it. Oh my God, they're talking to Robert De Niro, But nobody bought Playboy for the fucking interviews. You bought for the fucking the hot box in the center field and the few the tits and ass.
And you read what her favorite food was on the other side of her fucking
her likes and turn-ons and turn-offs, like shit that old man.
What do you look for in a man? You always, maybe I can get her. I do that.
It's always the same shit. I like confidence. I like a man who knows how to treat a woman right.
She wrote like the bodybuilders write their columns in the old magazines.
She wants a fucking.
You have this fucking nephew wrote that or something. But Jimmy, Jimmy's great. I love Jimmy.
That show should have been because Jimmy saved that show. That show was fucking Jimmy saved it with his stories. But Dave knew if I put up Jimmy as the thumbnail, I'll get the after hours junkies and they'll come, oh yeah, Jimmy's back today. Oh, let's see this. But if I put up something about the Barbarian was calling out Valentino, because Valentino, come on. And that gets like fucking people like, oh shit, Valentino's gonna get put in his place. So that gets fucking people, fight. Remember in school? That's what Fight. And everybody in the hallways.
We used to say, we had some in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, there was a tinge of some of the racism going on in school. So we used to have a chant, a fight, a blank, and a white. And it wasn't saying the color. That was a chant. It happened so frequently.
I'll bet it did.
They would bust them. They would bust
them. But if you heard that and you were down the hall, you fucking ran. Oh shit, there's a fight. Let's go check it out.
That's quick on the thumbnail. But I'll be honest,
he's a genius. He's smart.
Dave's smart. He makes a lot more money and gets a lot more viewers than I do on my videos and my accounts or whatever the fuck you want to call these things. But I'm not going to do that, especially to you.
No, Dave's smart. He is.
I see. Even if I go, wait, if I write down Gregg said something today that people are gonna, why am I'm not gonna do that? Especially if it's like a fucking zing. I'm not gonna fucking zing your ass.
You know what happens too? He does. He gets a lot of people to watch the video, and he doesn't give a shit what people think about him. So he says. But what happens is you do get a lot of people like Dave's got like one guy wrote to me, Dave should start a new supplement called Snake-O Lies, Lies, Snake-O Lies, Snake-O Lies. That was pretty funny.
That's fucking funny. They got to do like the Ben and Jerry's, remember Piana?
Yeah.
the ice cream things. Whoever the guy, I think was that You Gotta Be a Freak might have been the one doing those. He got to do that one with the fucking the snake oil. Skip Milligan, what's up, buddy? What's going on with you, my friend? Thank you for watching our show. Gregory Mara.
Skip is my boy.
Who, Greg?
Yeah, no, I'm saying Skip, and
Oh,
I'm saying hello to Greg. Yes, Greg.
Okay. Joe Rogan states he's on TRT and HGH. You think he's the past used Jews? I don't know. I mean, if you look at Rogan back in the older things, like even when he was that stupid show there. What's the one with the people in the fucking
water? Yeah, where they would eat fucking slugs and shit.
He didn't look the same. He had hair. He was thinner. He has this look now to his with the face. So I might take him on his word.
He was GQ at one time. He had the black sideburns and the jet black hair back and a thinner face. And
he looks so different.
Now he's bald like us fucking guys, you know?
Yeah. I saw a video of him like doing martial arts. He had a gi on and stuff and the hair. I didn't even know it was him until I read the caption. It was like on Twitter.
I seen that too, yeah.
Now, it was hard to tell because he was wearing those gis and they're kind of thick and they cover everything. But he didn't have that, you know, usually you can see it when this guy.
No, he's way more jacked now and on shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But to his credit, like Greg's saying here, he admits that he's using this shit. So, you know. But yeah, I'll take him at his word only because I don't see something that shows me that he could have been on shit before.
Joe, you never did growth, did you? I've never done growth ever in my life.
I tried it. I got a kit. It was from China, so I know it was garbage. Through a friend that I got it at a very good price, but it was through a friend. And I just wanted to try it. I did what are those, 10 things in the kit or 12? I don't even remember.
And did you notice anything?
It was basically, I was using tests at the same time, which you have to, obviously. Mm-hmm. I felt good. Did I feel better? Did I lean out any bit? I don't think so. But again, what I was getting, I knew wasn't high quality. I knew it was garbage.
Yeah, I never used growth. I just never liked the whole. I was an androgen junkie. Loved anything with fucking heavy androgens. That's what I liked. I
did IGF-1 through a TRT clinic that I used to go to.
Yeah.
And I kind of did feel a little bit different, but it's hard to say if you're on nothing and then all of a sudden you try something, you notice. But if you're already on something and you always feel pretty steadily okay, right? With the TRT, I feel pretty good with it. I think I need a little more.
But
my doctor wants to keep me on it, so I stay at this level. When I add something like that, it's not like, wow, holy fuck. I never got that because I've always just added it to what I was doing. It wasn't just out of nowhere. That. You know, so
but IGF is like a trinity, one of the trinities. You got IGF, insulin, and growth. Those three things kind of go together, and you know, if you do them together, is of what I've heard. You know, I didn't do any of those. You know, the only time I've ever, you know, I'm a diabetic, so there has been times where I've had to take insulin if I go over, you know, 170. And, you know,
these guys that use,
but that's rare.
Fucking out of their fucking minds.
I don't take it for bodybuilding. I've had to take it, and I've only taken a certain amount of times in my life because of when I go over 170. My doctor has me, you know, so once I go over 175.
My wife too, yeah.
I eat no carbs, and I can still hit fucking almost 200. You know what I mean? And it's because I'm diabetic. You know.
I don't know how you got a fucking great fucking. You know, your dedication to for the health reasons, for the diabetic reasons with the carbs, and you really look different. Like getting the diabetes was a shit hand you were dealt, but you didn't treat it like, oh, woe is me. You just took care of it. And
Joe, I mean,
you got like this, bro.
Look, I just took a metformin a couple minutes ago, but look, I keep records of everything I do, you know, like, you know, like this is my, this is my blood. Yellow and red is what my blood levels are.
Wow.
This is a day. And then these are like metformin, glimepiride, Crestor, and which I take Crestor too. I have to take Crestor, and Jardiance. You know what I mean? And then I put the times. But I mean, this is look. I got a whole. I keep track for years. I got books I've never missed. I mean, I bring this even when I go on trips. I mean, like, you can't see. I don't know why. I'm holding.
Yeah, but if the doctor ever asks you,
yeah, I can tell you what every day. You know what I mean? Every day.
January 1st, February, yeah, you can fucking.
I keep track of my blood sugar like nobody you know, and I do it with. This is all pricking a fucking finger. I just pricked my finger. I did it yesterday on the show, and I just did it when you and I were fucking around trying to get this show going here. I just pricked my finger.
It's a pain in the ass, bro. I see with my wife and both of my kids, they have it too.
But the thing is, if
you have to be smart with it.
If you're a diabetic, your kid's a diabetic too?
Yeah.
Both. Which one? Yeah. Both? Oh, both.
Yeah. I
know that if I keep track, I keep track of everything. You have no idea. I'm very into my own health, and I want to live. But here's the thing. That's why I'm not. I am a hyper responder. If I start taking steroids and shit like that, forget it. I'll be fucking 200 something pounds in no time. But then it's bad for the heart, and I want to live. Okay, bad for the heart. My days of that are gone. Now
you're smart now using the small doses.
Right, I do TRT with a doctor, and I do the 200 milligrams once every 10 days. Now here's the thing. With this, I can tell you that if you're a diabetic and you keep track of your blood sugar, your daily blood sugars, it helps you with meals because I know, oh, fuck, I was a little high last meal. So I don't want to eat anything with carbs. Or if I was a little low, I need something with carbs. You understand? But if you have no idea.
You're going to eat carbs. You can take a little bit. My wife does.
Exactly. If you don't keep track of your blood, you're an idiot if you're a diabetic. You have to keep track of your blood. You have to know your blood because then you can plan your meals and shit works better. Yeah. You don't want to go high. That's what kills you. You know? My father was a type 1 diabetic and it killed him because that fucking guy Joe would eat fucking carbs and sugar with every meal. You know what I mean?
And that's what killed him. Yeah, he lived and he was in good shape.
He was in good shape, but the liver will kill you. You know what I mean? The diabetes.
I remember it now. The liver was the fucking.
Yep, he died. My father never drank in his life, but he had the liver of a man who drank because he didn't take care of his. Right.
But I know, but it's just like, that's just like,
if like, you don't take care of your diabetes, man, your liver will go.
No, definitely.
What do they do at the top of it?
Think about that. They think of the kidneys, but it's the liver is a big fucking.
Well, liver and kidneys are almost connected. Once the liver goes, the kidneys go, and all the whole bit's bad. What do you think kills most of these bodybuilders? Right? You always hear kidneys. A lot of them have kidney problems. Yeah. That's because steroids cause high blood pressure. They don't take care of their sugars. They eat so much food. All right. That goes the heart, all of that stuff. The Trinity, the liver, kidneys, and heart. Those fucking three things. Forget about it.
Yeah, they're all fucking. There's all a connection. Canarican, Regan Grimes makes way more money also off stage. I don't know anything about that. I do like Regan Grimes. I think he's got a great physique. He's a fun guy when he comes on stage at the Arnold or Olympia. I've seen him. He hasn't been at, I think, the Olympia. Maybe he was there last year, but I've seen him a number of times over the years. And he's one of those like fun guys when he comes on stage. He's I think he's from Canada. And, you can just see he's enjoying himself. And he doesn't.
Right.
He doesn't
I don't
shows,
know about him, but
fun guy. Yeah, I root for him. I like the way he looks. I think his physique's pleasing to look at. He doesn't have the fucking big gut. I don't know nothing about his offstage act. Greg, may peace and blessings be upon you from Raw Dog. Very nice.
Well, thank you, Raw Dog. God bless you and your family too. God bless you.
Absolutely. AJ with the fucking muscles and the Malok. It's doing the Malok. What's up, my Italian brothers? You got to be a freak.
You got to be a freak, my brother.
Got to be a freak is one of the greatest fucking accounts to follow. If you don't follow it, you are missing the boat.
I love him.
He's hysterical with this whole Genova and all the crazy shit in our industry. Follow him on Instagram.
He sent me a picture of his back. He's pretty jacked.
Oh, yeah?
His back's very, very muscular.
Jim K. Dave can be a douche, but I agree with his opinion on Peter Barbarian. I've heard the same story, but Dave said they are stories. He said versus he said. Yeah, so it's like, I don't know what his opinion on. It looked like he was taking Barbarian's opinion over.
But what do we?
I mean, it's like.
the real question is Dave's looking for a story. He needs something that, like Jazz. He has to get the Barbarian brother on. So he figures if he causes drama between me and the Barbarian brother, that'll get him to come on the show. Okay?
Yeah.
Because do we really give a fuck about what happened 44 years ago that they got thrown out of a gym?
No.
Do you really give a fuck? Do you really give Alzado's been dead 30-something years.
Yeah.
You know.
And Alzado was probably a fucking dick at the gym.
He probably was.
He was a big shot, and he was.
I used to see him, but I never talked. I stayed away from him. He was
I don't
a
blame
fucking
him.
crazy man. He always looked like he was angry.
On the field.
Even when he was with his boys in the gym, he looked like he was angry all the time. And I'm not going to fucking be on the other end of that.
Yep, and then he was on that stupid sitcom with the daughter robot. What the fuck was the name? It was such a bad show. It was one of those shows that was on Saturday afternoon and never even made prime
I
time.
don't know. I never even heard of it. I don't know.
He had a robot that was like a 10-year-old, 12-year-old girl that was like his adopted daughter was this robot. It was this goofy big dad always something. It was so bad. I forget what it's called. Nick, if you're on here, I know you know the fucking name of it. Nick's like my encyclopedia for everything. What is
Nick
this?
will find out.
I made $150 grand during the pandemic investment in Lithium America stocks. Did you? I hope
There you go.
Good for you.
Did
Well,
Joe and I get a finder's fee for that? I'm kidding.
We give us some of that. Where's the vig on that? 2 points each we get. Paul Till, what's up, Paul? If Charlie Gasparino was so good in the stock market, then why did he beg Greg to lend him 20 grand to buy a car?
I have a car. I got 2 cars. I don't know where you. I don't,
making a joke about the Barbarian.
Yeah, I guess dude, I'm fine. I pay my own bills. I got my. I've had this house for years. I don't know nobody nothing. So I don't need money. I'm just not rich.
Yeah, I'm neither am I.
And a lot of these guys that you see, you find out the piano, and a lot of those guys were in a little bit of trouble money wise. You know what I mean? Even though they made a lot of money, when you live like that, look at my Mercedes out there and all this shit.
Yeah. Remember when he had like the Bentley or something, and they had the big mansion?
Joe was a cop. Wait, Joe was a cop in New York City. Joe, how many times did you get the fucking shell in New York City that you locked up, right? Maybe some fucking lived in a fucking hood, lived in a fucking rat shithole apartment, right? But had fucking like Yeezy sneakers on or whatever, right? Because those people, like, you can live in the fucking that's who wears Prada and all those Gucci bags and shit? Chicks from the ghetto. You know why? Because they know their shit, but they figure if I have the Gucci bag, that makes me somebody. So they live in an apartment that's worth fucking, you wouldn't live in if they gave it to you for free, right? Mm-hmm. A housing project with his fucking cockroaches that it is big, rats everywhere, but they have fucking Yeezy sneakers or fucking, they're driving a nice car. It's just, so you can't go by what you see somebody like, look at my car, and all these guys on fucking, like, what's his name now? Wes Watson. I'm a fucking shot caller. I'll kill anybody. That asshole. Dude, you don't even own the underwear you're wearing. Everything's rented. Do you understand? And when push comes to shove, so I'm a realist. I don't drive fucking fancy cars. I got Ugats, and that's what I like that though. Do you understand?
Yeah. You know what? If Pietaro was doing that as a business kind of strategy, it worked. So then, cool.
Right.
I'm glad he. I didn't know he was renting it at the time. I found all of this out after he passed on.
He lived high in the hoof, okay? And when you got to wear, like, Gucci this and that, and your sneakers got to be Yeezys, and you got to do all this shit, I can name names and tell you stories about people that got in trouble because they bought so many sneakers and all this other stuff and everything, and I couldn't pay the bills, and they're in hock. But I'm just saying, I don't need that shit. You can give me a Lamborghini. Do you know what I would do with it? I'd sell it. Keep the money. I don't deserve, Joe. I don't deserve it. I hit every pothole, Joe. I bounce off guardrails. When you got a little cement curb thing and you pull up at a parking lot, my front bumper always goes or that, and then I try to back like that.
And then you got to back away from it, so you're doubling the.
I don't deserve good cars. I don't deserve a good car. I would ruin it. I would fucking ruin it. I don't
It's
deserve it.
hard, yeah, I hear you. It's hard
And
to
it
say
doesn't do anything to
wins
me.
in fights. It is. He's talking about street fight, I guess, Jim K. You're right. It
Who's
is.
that?
A lot of times, guy gets a good shot in, this guy gets a good shot in, and then they kind of both fucking.
Yeah, but dude, wait a minute. Let me just explain something to you. We're not gonna fist fight. I'm fucking 65. I think Peter Barbarian's got to be close to 70. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
What
no,
the fuck are we? What are we still fighting? Who's the toughest kid in school? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm not, dude. I'm fucking. You know, I'm like the fucking like what's that called? The Tin Man. I'm like this sometimes. You gotta. I tell Lucia, oil my arm. And I'm fucking stiff. Look at Jimmy
we
the
watched
Bull.
that around Thanksgiving. It was on TV. I haven't seen it in years.
I love that movie.
Oh,
But
it's
me
fucking
and
beautiful.
Jimmy the Bull, when we're out together and fucking, you know, we come out of hotel rooms together and shit. We, you know, we're like, oh, bro, oh, Jesus Christ, I can't even fucking walk my arm. You know, well, you know, as you get older and you still lift the weights, the only, you know, I gotta
Yeah,
fucking,
your body is fucking starts saying to you.
I
what
gotta
you-
take a whole bunch of fucking, what's this shit? Maximum, well, this is Maximum Pump. I mix it with Maximum Stim, right? And then I throw it in a bang.
Bang!
Bang, right? And then I'll fucking, you know, I like the cotton candy or whatever. I'll fucking drink that shit. I sip it, but I need that shit for energy, bro.
Like
Because
the oil
without
on the tin. Yeah, it's inside though. Yeah.
Joe, I wouldn't be able to fucking work out if I didn't take that shit. I can't. I mean, I'm too, you know, you gotta.
No, as you get older, you definitely feel it more. That's not a fucking misnomer whatsoever.
Thank God the lid is on that because I just dropped it on the floor and usually it would open and I have all my fucking protein, all my fucking stimulant. I'd be licking the floor.
Get back in. As a Braves fan, when August arrives, the Mets inevitably choke. I don't think we're gonna have to wait till August this year. I think in April we'll know.
No, I you guys don't realize I am a diehard Yankee. I believe Prince Stripes, but I
Roots for
love
the
New
Mets,
York,
yeah.
and I
root
like
for
the
Yankees, too.
pinstripes.
I'm like you. I
I
like
like
both.
the pinstripes across the river there. I like the fucking Mets too a lot. And you take the
It's
Yankees
more
out, I'm
fun.
Mets all the way. I
But
want
just
Mets.
as a sports fan, it's more fun if the teams that are in your town, even if you don't like them as a fan, I'm a big fan. It makes it more fun if they're contending and making.
But I consider myself a Met fan. I mean, I'm a Yankee fan, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, they're my team. But the Mets are right behind the Yankees for me.
Yeah.
I like the Mets. If the Yankees don't get a guy and the Mets get him, I'm like, fucking A, good trade. I want to see the Mets win. I want to see the Mets win.
I want to see both win because the
Right,
Subway
I'd love to
Series
see
was
both.
one of the most fun things I ever watched. Even
Dude,
though it was
that is
great.
unbelievable. The Subway Series is just
Yeah,
you couldn't have a better baseball fucking thing.
Yep. Heath Brockway. Greg has nothing to gain lying about a situation that happened 40 years ago. Peter has stalking us, sort of making him look good. But it's a pretty good point. He's making a good point. I'm going to give
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, he does. I guess he does have a little bit of more.
We're arguing over. Basically, he's saying that I'm lying, and he doesn't remember me being there. But I'm lying that that never happened the way I said it happened after Pete Gronkowski. This is over something. What if I was Peter Barbarian and Dave brought that up to me? I'd be like, dude, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I'm alive. My poor brother's passed away. God rest his soul, because I did like David Barbarian as well, and I did like Peter, but whatever. Okay.
But we don't even know what Peter's saying here.
We don't even know, right? Dave is pulling that whole fucking, hey, Spider, you stick up for yourself. You hear me? Go for you, Spider. Good for you. You gonna let him talk to you like that? You gonna let that punk fucking talk to you like that?
You said that in your video.
Spider, you stand up for yourself.
That was a perfect example.
That's what he's doing.
On both sides, how Jimmy Conway did that. Yep.
Yeah. You watch Goodfellas, right?
Yeah.
Remember when fucking Joe Pesci wanted to kill that kid, the kid Spider who was helping him out and doing things that they're go for.
Hey, Tommy, go fuck yourself.
Tells Tommy to go fuck himself and fucking
oh,
that's Joe Pesci. Tommy's Joe Pesci and fucking Robert De Niro's like, go for you. Good for you. You stick up for yourself. Then he turns to Tommy. Says,
next breath.
You know, people play both ends against the middle.
Yeah. It blows away fucking Christopher. Dave even says Peter is crazy. He talks in rhymes, but he believes Pete over Greg. That's
I don't give a fuck.
It says that. Put that on etching. It's stated very, very fucking well, exactly, Lee. Good.
Don't
good,
make me tell the time that the tranny that I knew said she was with Dave in Texas. Wait, what are you reading now?
Apparently, Greg is lower on Dave's list of friends. I don't even know if it's friend. I mean, how close is he to fucking Peter Barbarian these days?
No, I'm on Dave's friend. No, Dave, listen, I kid around. Dave and I are very good friends. It has nothing to do with me being lower. He knows that just like George. You ever see the way he breaks George's balls?
Yes, yeah.
But he loves George.
And he knows
See,
George
see
is
the way he breaks Jimmy's balls? Jimmy, get your teeth fixed. Jimmy, you're always
I go to the NBA. Yeah.
and ironically, that makes me feel loved. That Dave feels that way. So I'm not throwing Dave under the bus. Ironically, that makes me feel Dave. I know Dave loves me.
Whatever. Yeah.
He's doing it for RX Muscle. I get it, but so I'm doing it for me. I got to stick for myself. So I'm not mad at Dave at all.
And now your video,
I'm not even mad at Peter Barbarian. If Peter Barbarian said to me, "Bro, I don't remember you," I'd be like, first of all, here's my picture. I don't look like this. That's Gregg Valentino. You know this Gregg Valentino. Know that Greg. But if you don't remember that kid, that's fine. I don't give two fucks. You know, it was 44 years ago. I promise you, I swear to God, I'm not going to lay in bed. He doesn't remember.
Oh, get the Barbarians. Showing early Alzheimer's dementia. No. This is all willfully and done for a purpose, which is fine. It's like you said, it's a clickbait thing. And that's whatever. James Kirkpatrick, Oil Can Boyd. Remember Oil Can Boyd from the
sure, I remember Oil Can Boyd.
Fucking Lenny Dykstra, game 3, leading off the fucking game with a homer, changed the whole series. They dropped the first 2 with Shea in '86.
Dude, you know, I used to talk to Lenny Dykstra all the time. I haven't talked to him in a long. He would send pictures to me of fucking girls, and I said, he's fucking a crazy motherfucker. I love it.
Oh yeah, I love him.
He would send pictures like this. Would you fuck her? And I'd be fuck yeah. Would you fuck her? I'd send him back.
He always writes would. Like that's like
would now. But don't you remember me and him follow each other with shit? You know, I think I told you that a long time ago, right?
Good. I mean, you guys would probably be a pisser together. He's fucking
because you know he was friends with Kirk Radomski, our boy.
Yeah. Remember the story Kirk told us? I don't want to tell it on the air. With the girl being dropped off by her mother before the game.
Oh, I remember a lot of stories.
You know, and he was like, really? He had no idea. So funny. Not enough stimuli. Maybe too much. Maybe too much. I thought you were talking Yankees. These are old comments. I'm sorry. The baseball talk is fucking boring.
Oh, shit. I saw Lee write that a long time ago. I think that was about an hour or two ago.
Lee, you don't like the national pastime of the USA? I guess
well, no offense, but I don't like soccer.
I love soccer. I actually do. I enjoy it.
No, I can't.
I enjoy the baseball talk, Lee. This is a man show. Oh, there's Mike James. I don't think he's a fan of Mr. Priest, but that's all right. We all can hang out together and have fun. Dave breeds snakes, birds of love to the snake. Listen, I don't know how to breed reptiles. It's a talent. Good. I remember remember how hot it was in his office in the old studio, Greg, in Long Island?
Oh, my God. Yeah, it was hot. Joe, did he...
rows of them, man.
Joe, did he ever take you to? Did he take you in that snake room that he had?
Yeah. It was.
Oh my God!
You had to go through it to get to the studio.
Yeah, the drawers. Oh my God, Joe, when he would open
the office.
Yeah, dude, I've never seen a fish tank. I could have gone swimming in that fish tank. That shit was fucking.
It was beautiful. Yeah. No,
that thing had to be like 10 or 12 feet long. It was huge. That fish tank.
It was like 100 and something gallons. That's you got to really be very attentive.
Let me tell you something. He would open up those drawers to feed those snakes, and that fucking shit. He would have the rats. I think he breeds the rats too. They're white rats, bro. Those fucking things stink, and those snakes would be like that.
That's what they eat. That's nature, though. It's like when you feed the Oscars in the tanks, you feed them goldfish.
He would open up the. He would open up the drawers, just drop a rat in, close the drawer. Open up another drawer, drop the rat in, close. And all of a sudden you hear rats fucking screaming and shit like that because that fucking snake is like, you motherfucker.
I don't even know if now I would want Oscars. I did as a teenager, but not.
Oh, yeah, I remember them. People just throw hamburger meat in there and the Oscars would go nuts.
Yeah, they eat fucking everything. Go off.
They're like piranhas and shit.
Yeah, they fucking swallow. Lee saying to start going off on Dave on the show twice is hard. I mean, it's said also come on Pietaro.
What does that say?
He's saying, Red, how's your tomatoes? You look red like a tomato. Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
I got you. Now I Bruno
I
Val.
went tanning before my nose was peeling.
Look at Dave is going to be swimming with the fishes.
Luca Brazzi sleeps with the
What is
fish.
this? It's a Sicilian message.
Luca Brazzi sleeps with the fish. Right, Joe?
What the fuck is a delivery?
Ape Vigoda.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, Tom, can I get off this one time? Can't do it, Sal. Just let Mike know it wasn't personal, it was just business. I always liked them. Every industry needs a Dave. I don't know. I mean, whatever. Dave's fine. He fucking wrote for the Muscle Sport Mag a few articles. They were great. I ain't gonna deny that.
No, Dave's great. There's no problems. I'm not mad at Dave. I'm not mad at all. I understand he's doing the RX thing. Like I said, he
You're gonna
picks
take
on
advantage with your videos too, which you should. It's
right.
fucking-
So I go right back at him. I here we go. Volley for serve.
yeah.
You know? But that doesn't mean he doesn't like me. I know he loves me because he does the same thing with George. Look what he does with Jimmy. Jimmy, you got no teeth in your mouth. Jimmy, you got this. George, you know what I mean?
Why the fuck? Oh, Big Bad Bear. Here's our buddy. Why the fuck would Dave take Greg's word over Peter? Seriously, Greg is a felon who had lied for years, even to his own friends and family. I don't dislike you, Greg, but you're squirming.
Thanks.
You're wrong.
Thank you. Yeah, you got me
I
squirming.
I don't see squirming, Bear.
He'll come back then as somebody else and be like, you're the best.
He's mad now because we outed him as possibly liking other men, which is fine.
Of course he likes other men.
Women for the straight guys out there that are looking, Look at me 20 years later. I was a handsome young blonde hair guy. Now I'm a handsome blonde hair old man covering tattoos, looking like a drug dealing like a fucking Lee.
Fucking Lee. Lee's the best. I love Lee.
Oh, Lee, they broke the mold, bro, when they made you. Big Bear, you're cold. No, he's not. I think he's a.
He can say what I don't care what he says. You think I give a shit?
Big Bear, if you think that, you're a fucking idiot. You don't have to tell us the truth, Greg. That's fine, but God knows the truth. Go to confession. Oh, now we're bringing the Lord into it. Oh, man, he's a holy roller. Then that's why you really hate yourself, because it's against the Bible to do that.
Big
stuff.
Bear, I hope when you get on your other profile, one of many, go and watch my video. I just put it out about this whole situation. You'll like it. It's because I expose shit.
Things lined up. iPads and phones. Dave needs to bring back Big Rob Fitness to After Hours to add credibility to the show.
I love Big Rob.
You can take a screenshot of this. You can put that up in one of your Brady Bunch things.
I love Big Rob. You know that. I get on really well.
Please stop. No, I'm going to puke. The greatest insult to Greg, claiming he was not there. But he was.
I was there every day. I didn't see, witness every fucking thing that ever happened there, but I was there, like the aftermath. You know what I mean? Like,
Larry, to his credit, said he was there the day that this supposedly happened, but said I was on the other end of the gym. I didn't see, but I heard about it because I was there. It's like,
I don't think he said he was there. I think he said he heard the same story, but I don't know if he was there. I mean,
Dave was like, "Oh, well, you didn't see it, so it doesn't count." Like he was just like kind of.
No, listen. John Romano wasn't there either, I don't think, but he knows of it. You know what I mean? Like the same story. We all know the same story.
And the story could be real or it could be fake, but it's a story that you guys would own. You didn't make it up.
Joe, if your gym owner tells you, "Hey Joe, you know that kid fucking Joe Matarazzo? I threw him out of the gym today because he took a shit and it was all over the floor in the bathroom." You know what I mean? Then you're gonna take.
Believe him.
Right. So I believe what Gronkowski told me.
I'm going to take Bruno thinks that the daughter thinks that Lee's cute for a Neanderthal. Lee is not a Neanderthal. I might be a Neanderthal.
Lee's a good-looking guy.
But Lee's got that Nordic look to him. Australia has those blonde people.
He's got the blue eye. Lee's a good-looking guy, and he carries himself well.
He does. Lyle bashed heads in for a living. Barbarian brothers just playing tough guys. Again, we don't know. Maybe the Barbarian brothers took karate when they were younger. I don't know.
Supposedly they wrestled in high school, but that doesn't mean fucking anything. You're
He
not.
might know some moves.
Lilo Zato might have wrestled too. So what does that mean? It means
Yeah,
fucking nothing.
he might suck at street fighting too.
I knew a guy who was a black belt, a 2-degree black belt in martial arts, and he used to do no contact shit, so he used to get knocked out in fights all the time. It means nothing.
Does, yeah. Lee, have you watched Mr. In Between? Great new Aussie series. Knack Trevi. What's up, Knack? Lee, he's talking about something you guys have by your way. It sounds Mr.
I think it might have been a while ago.
Sounds like the Big Bear. He's in between guys and girls. He's not sure which one's best. Bodybuilders have too much muscle to last long enough to fight pro, of course. Why do you think fighters cut down weight to make weight and stuff?
Muscle takes lots of blood flow, therefore puts a strain on your heart. That's why these guys with these giant bodybuilders today, they do a most muscular and a double bicep, and they're breathing like they can't breathe. Imagine being in a ring and you got fucking Joe Matarazzo coming at you. Bah, 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 bah. Forget it. You got 10 seconds. That's it.
You're gonna get fucking. You're gonna take shots. If you can handle it, if you don't have a glass straw, maybe you have a shot to grab them and use your weight against them. But that's,
but you got to be able to finish them off because these guys can get out of headlocks.
And
you're right. They're like spiders.
Or you get like a Gracie who's better on the ground with the full guard and shit. He wants to be on the ground, the BJJ guy.
Oh yeah, he'll lay down and say, "Come on."
Let the guy take him down. He don't sprawl. He lets the guy go for the takedown.
100%. Let me tell you something. Watch Dakota Ditcheva. That fucking girl's the current. She's a female John Jones.
I can't see the screen while I'm fucking pulling my prick.
What did he say?
She's gorgeous. That broad.
Oh.
Think Dakota, the fighter, she's fucking.
Joe. You got to look at some of her videos. Just when she goes out at night, she's very girly girl. She's got the little belly button. She's got a bikini body, and you're thinking like, do you know what you ever watch her fight? You don't know what she would do to the average man.
Amazing.
The average man would not be able to even stand with her. She'd kill him.
You wouldn't guess that she's
like a spider, bro.
She'll hit you before you even realize she's fucking swinging. Yeah,
dude. Let me tell you something. You know, you think T-Rex was a bad animal? Do you know what would have killed T-Rex in seconds? Titanoboa. That fucking thing would wrap itself around a giant T-Rex and choke it out. It wouldn't be able to. You have no idea. No idea.
With those fucking short arms, it can't.
Dude,
a box
jellyfish, Joe. A box jellyfish, one of the baddest animals in the whole ocean, is the size of your thumbnail. A box jellyfish. Just a slight touch like this can actually kill you. That's how fucking a box jellyfish.
Jellyfish, the poisonous ones. I remember when we were kids in the beach. You don't swim near you don't know if it's the poisonous ones.
These are not. These are. Oh, you know where they are? Where Lee lives. They're in Australia. They're called the Irriganji. They're called the Irriganji. Joe, they're this big, and they have these tentacles that are like fucking 10 feet long. And if they actually touch you, they're the size. Google it when you're done. The box jellyfish. The best. Just because an animal or somebody is smaller or thin doesn't mean they're not going to fuck you up. John Bones Jones is he's skinny.
Yep. Yeah. No, definitely. Little man, pick up that weight, little man. I guess he's talking about the Victor Richards stuff we were talking about.
Yeah, Victor Richards.
Yeah. Bro, Charlie Arms was huge at 70 years old, and Charlie says, thank you. Good time. Good job. Steve, I'm tough. I can eat my body weight. What's up, Greg and Joe?
Oh, Steven, what are you doing? That's my boy, Steve. Steve's like a brother to me.
You're a legend, Knock Trev. Are you talking about Lee? That was the guy who made the Lee comment. I know he's not talking about me. He might be talking about
maybe Lee.
I don't know. It's Lee. Phil Baroni was a classic physique sculpted fighter. I do remember Phil Baroni. You remember him?
Wait a minute. First of all, Phil Baroni was not jacked. He was muscular. And when he competed, he was small. But let me tell you something. He was an animal. He's a fighter. He's not a bodybuilder. I see where you're trying to go with that, but you failed because he was not a big bodybuilder. He didn't have jacked muscle. I saw what he looked like on stage. He was small.
But his game was fighting, so
his game is fighting. He just had abs and some, musculature to him.
Yeah. but like most of them, I get kind of what he's saying, because if you look at a lot of these UFC guys, they are kind of soft looking. Doesn't mean they can't fight. I'm just saying they don't worry about that, and nor should they. I mean, but like Baroni was different because he had kind of a good,
He was muscular, but this guy, he was thin muscular though.
Yeah,
he wasn't even that heavy. Look at Khamzat Chimaev. He's 6'1", and he's fucking fighting at 155, 170. If he was
know the UFC a lot better than I do. I am way. I don't follow it.
You don't know. You don't know who Khamzat is. You don't know who Khamzat Chimaev is.
I probably have seen him. Like,
oh my god!
I don't. I just the name. I don't know
any of these guys. They follow it. Trust me. You don't want Khamzat Chimaev. Khamzat. That's what's his name called.
He wants to fight Khamzat.
Kane, he's an animal.
Shirt say? My shirt says I'm not perverted. I'm just Italian.
That's the way. Well, it's the same thing. Perverted Italian, same thing.
Right? And then I have my little MSM thing there, of course, because I got to get clicks and plugs, Greg.
I love that.
But that
anything
was
Italian. I love.
Homo. Remember when he said that when he was getting the sexual abuse?
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm just Italian. That's what I'm not perverted. I actually
we use our hands.
I'm a homo guy. I hate him, but I actually laughed at that.
Hands.
Right, but isn't that funny though? When he said that, I thought it was funny. I laughed.
It is funny.
Oh, that's you don't get offended as an Italian. Fuck out of here, offended, please. Taking the church, Valentinus, Magister Templi.
Valentinus, that's pretty funny.
I'm not perverted. I'm just okay. Yes, he's reading it. Where is this? Where am I? Hold on a second. Joe is a real tough guy. Me? Because I was at the NYP thinking you want to come and make drug buy. Yes, but I was not a tough guy. I was just one of the guys that
you have to be kind of tough to have that job. But today, if you're tough and you have that job, you're fucked.
You're fired.
You might as well put your handcuffs on and say to your fucking say to your commanding officer, yeah, just take me in. You know what I mean? Because today, forget about it.
But Kane, I appreciate. Thank you very much. You get a line of the day bell on that. I was just one of the guys. That's all I was. Greg, why did all Christians refuse to celebrate Christmas to the late 1800s, the well-known pagan holiday? I am not aware of that, Mr. Rudy. I won't call you a liar, right? We don't do that on the show, Greg. We don't call people liars.
But you're a liar.
You're a liar. I know pagan was big in the original Roman Republic.
I don't know anything about that.
It became, Christian. The Christians didn't want to. They didn't want to celebrate Christmas. You know what? I'm totally unaware of that. I know paganism and Christianity. There are some melded things in between them.
No, but that's all lunatic shit. You know who does that pagan shit? Jehovah's Witnesses. They're all, and those are nuts.
But pagan is like almost like the Greek gods. They have like multiple. There's no God and Jesus Christ. There's the God of this, the God of that.
Yeah, but
and that's how old times were.
I don't know where this guy's coming from, but I can tell you this: that the real nut job Christians, just like the nut job Jews, you got the Hasidics and all. You know what I mean? In every religion. They got the nuts, and the nut jobs believed everything was pagan. No, don't celebrate this. Like, God's gonna pay. You really think God's like, you celebrated your birthday? Like Jehovah's like, you can't celebrate your birthday. You celebrated your birthday, you vanity motherfucker, right? Yeah. He's gonna say that. You really think? Meanwhile, that's the same God. Like, come on, kiss my ass, and you'll come to heaven. You know what I mean? I don't believe that. I believe in God. Listen, I wear rosary beads and shit. Because I'm a sinner and I need that. But
you also lie. Thou shalt not lie.
I'm a liar too, so I need that. But the thing is,
gonna choke you with those things. God's gonna make them come back.
Oh God!
Wait till Barbarian gets on.
Oh God!
Joe Jumbo Spinuzzi. Wait, that was the same guy. He had a different name before, but he was doing something good. He wrote something funny, nothing bad. Muslims are not good for North America. Listen, I don't care about other people's things, but don't try to change what's here. That's what Trump was saying in this thing I keep referring to. This report or something. I don't even know. It's probably a bad term to use. That he wrote about the European countries. He just said they're changing things there for them, and they want them to change things, and they're giving in. It's like, come to a country, you have to acclimate to that country's
It
culture.
should be that way, though. Come on.
Yes.
If you go to any other country, you go to one of these other countries and you pull that bullshit in these fucking other countries, you'd be fucked. You'd be fucked.
Without a doubt. Donnie Gustamacho, Greg is the Forrest Gump.
Life is like a box of chocolate. I hate that.
Your
That's a
mom
stupid.
really loves you, son.
I hate that movie. Oh my god.
You don't like that movie?
No, no, no.
Oh, that's so.
I'm not too crazy about Tom Hanks. Period. I mean, I like
Tom
Castaway.
Hanks, but he's a fucking hell of an actor, though. Same.
He
You know.
is. He is. Just like De Niro. I don't like him either.
Yeah, same exact thing. I was just thinking of that too. So I was gonna say you said it for me. I don't like the person, but I like the roles, and I'm not gonna, you know. But Forrest Gump was a fucking. My wife and I saw that in the movies. I think we were dating.
Oh shit.
I mean, I've seen it so many times. That is a great movie. Bubba, why is this happening, Forrest? You got shot, Bubba. Merry Christmas, Greg and Joe. Big up the Catholics. Love from Belfast, Ireland. Yo, do you know?
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Broken
Much love to
heart.
you and all my Irish brothers and sisters.
Irish friends. Irish eyes are
Yes.
smiling. They're getting fingered in their ass.
I like Irish chicks that have the dark eyes and shit. You know, like the black
You like
Irish
that
chicks.
pale
Oh,
skin
yeah.
too, right? You like that?
I don't mind pale skin. I like the dark eyes is what I like. I'm a
Oh,
dark eyed
okay.
guy. I love dark eyes on a girl.
Ronan Faraz Eagle is one of the guys who watches the Instagram on there. He's from. It's like that. He's in Ireland. Hey, do you know? I know one other guy in Ireland. Do you know him? That's like asking somebody in Alaska for us. You know, I'm such a jerk off I am. But Merry Christmas to you, Buon Natale, mi amigo.
Buon Natal. Yes. God
Buon
bless.
Natal.
Merry Christmas to you.
Big up the Catholics. Yeah, we're Catholic. I'll go with that. Muscle Sport TV is the new RX Muscle American hot dog. I don't know if I should take that as a fucking compliment or a fucking, you know.
How dare you?
I'll take it as a compliment because they have more fucking viewers than I do.
Well, if After Hours starts any earlier, for Christ's sake, I tell Dave, Jesus, man, 2 weeks ago it was like 10:30.
Yeah.
It's like brunch with the boys. You know what I mean?
You're on the same time as The View. I can never get around to watching you.
Yeah,
Phil Wright. Greg, stop fucking around.
stop fucking around.
I love that you put stop fucking around. The thing from the old studio.
That's from when we were in the studio. Stop fucking around.
Yes.
Fucking mom.
Fucking mom. Yeah, I'm watching your video. And I was laughing my balls off because I remember that when you first put that when we shot that.
Yeah.
That was fucking funny.
You're in the background. You can see a little bit of you in the background.
You see me in the my fucking nerdy look there. With my glasses, my nerd. We gotta go soon, man. It's late.
Yeah, I know it's 6:00, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 6:11.
I'm afraid we're going to get a Valentino enema video before we get the shoulder workout. I think so too. And
You stand a better chance, yes.
I hope so. Joe, why am I being censored? When did I ever censor you, Bear? I put every comment. If I miss a comment,
are you kidding me?
Yeah, if I miss a comment, I don't show it. That means I literally missed it.
Are you kidding me? The guy's read. He's read how many of your fucking comments?
Dude, I'd rather put you up there so I can have a little fun and we can all just, this is the whole point of our program. What's the fucking UK? What's with the censorship? In the UK, or is this?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Shirt, McKnight Fitness, same old shirt. I've worn this shirt a few times. Yes.
Damn right.
Shit, no, shit, I'm reading it wrong. Greg's a big boy. Let me at him. You guys want to get in the fucking ring?
You stand no chance, Big Bear. Trust me.
Is this all this guy has to look for his whole day? I think he's talking about Bear. Yes, McKnight. Greg hasn't worked. Oh, Greg hasn't worked a real job in his whole life. Collects SSI.
Yeah, I haven't worked. I just built 3 gyms, and I'm over here building a statue right now. I'm going to work on an Easter Island head.
Really?
What do you think pays my bills? What do you think like somebody pays my bills? Do I have GoFundMe's paying me and shit like that? Do you think I support a house here? You know what my taxes are? Jesus Christ, 18 grand.
Yeah, you're getting crushed like we are over here. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, it's fucking high. My taxes.
Worse.
Nobody pays that shit. I pay it.
Westchester.
Wait. These are guys that are on the fuck. Wait, you know what's funny? Some of these guys are on the fuck on these shows, like during the day. What are you motherfuckers doing? Aren't you working? Well, I mean, when people say these things, so who pays for gas? I'm like, who pays my car insurance? Who pays my bills in this house? I have taxes. I own a house, you fucking momo. I pay you how much money I pay in taxes is crazy.
Look up the medium tax, homeowners tax in Westchester County, New York online. You'll see what the fuck he's paying.
Oh, yeah, I can tell you now.
Felonious what they're doing.
It is. Westchester's thievery. Dude, this is a crooked county.
The big bad bear is Bruno Valentino. He might be a long lost relative of
Could
yours.
be.
He's standing up here. He's going to give him cement shoes. Bruno, stay out of it. Everybody's allowed to have their say on this program, especially if there's a bodybuilding live show on. You can guarantee Lee Priest will be in a live chat. Good for him. That's fine.
Lee's our boy, but Lee's our boy. Lee used to work for this magazine. Lee was on the cover of Muscle Sport Mag.
Right.
The cover.
2015. That was the born again Christian issue. Right? We got fired.
Born again Christian.
We were born again.
Ding 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 ding.
The history of the Lord. Big bad bear. Send me location. Oh, come on, guys. We're gonna start comparing dick sizes. Miranda writes, "What's up, Miranda? Peter Paul is a cure for AIDS, and all the skinny people passed away. You tell me if Lyle Sanders was in the gym that day, would he be okay?" That's a good one.
Would he?
Lyle did die a very tough death.
Yeah, we don't know. I heard from people that's what he. I don't know. I don't want to even spread that rumor anymore. But I used to hear that's what he died from.
If you looked at him, but he did have cancer also, let's be honest.
Right.
And him saying the steroids cause, and the doctor, Robert Huzanga, he was quoted in the article.
Wait, what is this guy asking? What about American Muscle?
Why is Comerica Muscle bashing Muscle Sport Mag at his live streams? I'm hearing of this. What was the falling out about? We didn't have one.
We're all friends. I don't know what you're talking about.
Raiders. Oh, that's right. Dave's a Raider fan. I forgot. They're fucking awful. But I won with them the other day because I had them fucking plus 8.5.
Joseph, you better not be gambling.
What?
I said you better not be gambling.
I actually play tiddlywinks. It's like fake gambling. I did not hear Comerica.
He's our guy. He's one of our boys. Comerica, Dave Goyce is one of our guys.
Yeah.
I think you're trying to start trouble.
Post or a link or something. Yeah.
Oh, that just froze you, Joe. Are you there?
Dave and we've never had a falling out. I like Dave a lot. I think he's a good dude. He's very passionate. He's into this bodybuilding thing. When he did stuff with me at the Olympia and stuff, we had a great time.
I'm friends with Dave.
I enjoyed Dave's company a lot.
Yeah, we're friends. I don't know what that's about.
It's fine.
I think you're taking things out of context.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I can't comment on something I didn't see. It's like, like if I knew Peter Barbarian got punched in the back of the, I got to keep going back to that. Thomas. Hi, what's up, Tom? Marte Rulas, what's up? That's fucking Mighty Mouse. He's the Mighty Mouse on Instagram. 212 IFBB Pro. Good dude, man. He was on Instagram with me one time. We had a fucking good time. What's up? How you doing?
What's up, my brother?
He's a good dude, man.
God bless.
Nicholas, the only one I know that Lyle was in called Learning the Ropes. Oh, okay. No, that was not the name of it. It was another. It was like a real stupid name. Like, I'll find it and then I'll post it. Yeah, no, there was. I know the one you're talking about was like wrestling, Nick, but this was another show that Lyle was in, and it was like Small Wonder or something. That might actually be the right name. Small Wonder, and this girl was a robot, but it was a regular kid acting, and she was not a good actress. She didn't pull off the robot fucking thing good at all. if Snooper, what's up, brother? If you say Randy Man married 3 times, the ghost of a murdered slave with a fleshlight attached to his hand will jerk you off. But I don't want. Is it a guy? Because I'll go with it if it's a broad. The Colorado Rockies #1. Which Colorado Rockies?
God.
Old NHL.
Get out of that state. That's a fucking woke ass bullshit state.
Oh yeah. But that's a beautiful ballpark. I that's one ballpark I'd love to go.
But
I've been in
destroyed
Denver,
that
Colorado. For, Blackman sent me there when I interviewed Colin Kaepernick.
I remember that.
That was before he was Take Your Knee.
I remember that. He was a different guy back then.
Yeah, he was. And
he had the short hair and shit. You had a picture of him with him. I remember that.
He was the sweetest guy.
Then he started dating some fucking woman from the Muslim Sisterhood who was a fucking radio show host, and there went that.
And then he grew his hair. He started becoming,
fuck my white parents and all that shit and all that other crap.
Yeah. When I interviewed him, he was a spiritual. We was talking about his tattoos, and he had all of the Psalms, like John 61 point whatever. I don't know.
Now it says BLM. Fuck the white man.
yeah, fucking Joanne Chesimard, But the Colorado Rockies, tough team to like. I'm gonna understand your pain this year as a Met fan. I have.
Yes.
But I want to go to that stadium. It looks wonderful. It does. It looks beautiful. Hi, Lee. Rick Simon says hi, Lee. And Rick Simon says hello, Lee. Thoughts on Jeff Kent getting into the Hall of Fame? I got to look his numbers over again, but not wouldn't be on my ballot.
You're going to put him in, but not Don Mattingly?
I don't think Mattingly is either. I don't think Keith Hernandez. I don't think. I wrote an article in Sports.
Hernandez is. You don't think Keith Hernandez is?
No, without a doubt, definitely not. You know who I think is not a Hall of Famer and is in? Gary Connor. 262 lifetime batting average. Batting averages are very important. I don't give a fuck about today's.
Today, that would be like forget about it.
Oh, he'd be the highest average.
He'd be up there in league. Yeah.
I don't think Gary Carter. I think Gary Carter. This is my criteria for the Baseball Hall of Fame. You have to be dominant in your era, on your team and at your position. Carter, he could probably get the position because Johnny Bench was already gone by that time.
Right.
Era, he was pretty dominant, but on that 86 team, which is my barometer also of this.
Right.
Arguably, in my case, is Darryl Strawberry was the most important MVP.
Oh, God. Darryl Strawberry was a monster back then. Justin, I got to pee. I hear everything you're saying.
He wasn't even the best player on his team. Nick, you have to realize, I'm a Hall of Fame snob. I don't think any DH should be in it. I don't think Paul Molitor deserved to be in it. I think he accumulated, not that it was garbage time, but he accumulated a lot of those good stats on that. I look at it like this. The first group inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame did not include Cy Young, who won 511 fucking games and has the award named after him for the best pitcher in both leagues. If Cy Young didn't make the first cut, then to me, it was only the cream of the crop. And you see in that famous photo with Babe Ruth and Ty Cobb and Connie Mack and those guys and Christy Mathewson and all of them. Cy Young's not in that picture. He did not make, even though the building opened up a few years after the voting started. That picture is actually when they opened the building, and I believe all the guys were still alive. Eric was still alive too, and Ruth. So I'm a tough. If I was in the BBWAA, I would be many years like any boxes, Greg.
BBW. I think a lot of guys. How
baseball
big people like that.
Not big, beautiful women.
Listen, Hal Baines and
no, he's not a Hall of Fame. He's a DH. Paul Molitor played all over the field before he was a DH.
There's a lot of guys who should be in it.
I'm a snob. I admit it. A lot of people. My son even goes to me, "You're fucking out of your mind." He doesn't see the same way I do. I wrote an article about Gary Carter not being in the Hall of Fame, and a friend of mine who's a Met fan, I think he lives on my block or around the corner, wrote to me on Facebook and was like, joking around, like, oh, that's blasphemous. Like, how the fuck can you write that? Because he saw it. I think I used to give him a copy of the magazine. And it's just, I'm being honest. Was it clickbait? There was no clicks back then. It was just print, So, so I don't think Jeff Kent's a Hall of Famer.
I don't think Jeff Kent's.
I don't have his numbers to look at to say, does he hit any of those?
What about Bezio, Bagwell, guys like that? I don't know.
Like those automatic numbers, 500 homers, 1,500 ribs, 300 wins for pitches. I don't look at that as he hit one of them, he's in. Don Sutton has 300 wins. He almost has 300 fucking losses.
Let me ask you a question, though. What about, yeah, I remember Don Sutton. What about, though, guys from the steroid era? I mean, they're saying Clemens is not going to get in. They're saying A-Rod's not going to get in.
Absolutely should be in. Yeah, it wasn't against the rules.
Pete Rose should be in there. Don't give me this gambling shit. You know what I mean?
100% Pete Rose. Now, people that make the shoeless Joe Jackson argument, if you look, and I have a story. I think I'm holding on to it. I didn't publish it yet. It's about when they said Pete Rose was, all these guys are eligible to be on the ballot again. If you look at shoeless Joe Jackson's numbers on their own, he's not like this dominant great guy, but you have to realize his career was cut short under suspension. So it's kind of like Sandy Koufax was so dominant, but only played, I think, 9 years before he had injury, before they had Tommy John surgery. So he had to retire. So,
you think shoeless Joe Jackson should have been in or shouldn't have been?
I'm saying it's a good argument either way. I'm saying it's a tough call because he's not a slam dunk. But how far does he go with those numbers as he gets older? Obviously, maybe for a few years he's going to still be a top dog, but at some point he's going to fucking slow down, just like Babe, the best ever. Fucking slow down.
You cannot compare. I hate when people compare Ohtani. You don't understand how great Babe Ruth was. He was in an era where the ball was like a wacky pack. The bats were fucking handmade. They didn't have machines and
they used the same ball until it literally fell. You just have to throw it back in.
Was dented. The fucking balls were dented. You ever see, Joe, you have an old baseball at your house that maybe you played with when you were young? It's fucking green from the grass and shit. You know what I mean? Like, they used to use balls like that. You ever see some of the balls in the Hall of Fame? They look like that.
Oh yeah, and the spitball was legal.
And plus,
it was easy. It was already a spitball by the condition it was in,
right?
Because there was so many cuts in it, so it was easy for them.
People didn't realize also that Babe Ruth didn't have fucking like stats or this pitcher's going to throw this. That he didn't have fucking. Remember when they showed him one time doing like a workout? He had one of those belts that wiggle your fat like this. It's like attached to like a wash machine or something. It wiggles your fat.
Like on the Little Rascals. They're in the gym in that episode with that stupid. It looked like a washing machine.
Then he would take a big medicine ball and fucking throw back and forth.
Yeah,
fucking smoke cigars, eat hot dogs and hit home runs, drink a beer and hit a home run.
Fucking roll out of bed and go 4 for 4, bro.
Dude, smoking back then. Joe, they used to smoke in the dugout. You know that, right? Guys would say, there's pictures of Richie Allen, Dick Allen, sitting in the fucking dugout smoking cigarettes and shit.
Yeah, no, definitely. Babe Ruth is the best of all time.
He's the greatest of what he brought to that sport.
Yeah.
I mean, he was hitting home run. He's like maybe the only one close to me is Wayne Gretzky, who came in and would score like fucking hundreds of goals and shit like that. What is it? It was just like a man playing with boys. You know what I mean?
It changed. You guys
talk about Ohtani.
The game was fucking strategic.
Dude, Ohtani's given the right food. They sit there and they watch videos of pitchers and they sit there and they work out in gyms and take hot showers. Babe Ruth didn't even he wouldn't even go to batting practice. He could show up late and shit. He wouldn't even during a preseason. He would not show up. He would just walk into there, fucking throw cleats and back there goes the ball.
But that's why him and Joe McCarthy hate each other, because Joe McCarthy used to try to fucking reel him in, and he'd be like, "Go fuck yourself! I can do whatever I want. I'm the baby."
Yeah, you ever hear the story?
That's a bad attitude to have, but he got away with it.
Did you ever hear the story, the famous story where he tells Joe McCarthy, the bat boy, "Hey, come here." He said,
Yeah.
"Go in the stands and get me a beer and a bunch of hot dogs." And the fucking bat boy goes, "Okay." And Joe McCarthy says, "Hey, fuck that. Don't listen to him. I'm the boss of this team. I'm the manager of this team. If you listen to him and you go in a beer, get him a beer and hot dogs, you're off the team. You're out. You know, you're going to lose your job." So the kid looks at Babe Ruth like this, and Babe Ruth said, "This is my team. Don't listen to him. You go get me those goddamn hot dogs right now. Go, don't fuck around." And sure enough, the kid brought him the hot dogs, and Babe Ruth said, "You're not fired. You're here. You stay here." What are you going to do?
Stayed, I bet. McCarthy.
That's a true story, right? Do you know Babe Ruth took? I mean, Babe Ruth was fucking like. He was, I mean, he could come there drunk. He would fucking, he didn't, you know why his ball is not worth as much as like Ty Cobb? Because Ty Cobb was a piece of shit and didn't sign balls and hated people.
Yeah.
And Babe Ruth gave out his balls. He used to go play with kids in the park because he was a giant kid himself.
Yes.
You ever see the story where he fucking, when they first brought him up, the Red Sox, and they brought him up for the minor leagues, and he didn't know, he was like, fucking, what was he, 18 years old, whatever?
Yeah.
And he grew up in a group home. And he didn't know how, like, etiquette, right?
With the fucking monks and shit.
So he threw a fart, and he was there, and the media was asking him questions, and he didn't know what to do, and he just looked around, and he went, and then he started laughing, because he was a giant kid. He grew up in an orphanage with boys. And that's why when he saw a girl, he was like, hamana, 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 hamana. Because he was around boys his whole fucking life. You know, they would pick their nose and throw it at each other. And he was fucking nuts. You know what I mean? You did boy things.
He was on the original Baltimore Orioles when they were a minor league team.
Yes.
The Red Sox signed him from.
He was right.
But then the Orioles became a pro team, and that's who the Yankees, they moved to New York and became the Highlanders.
Right.
So they actually the old Orioles that Babe was on, and then another.
Wait, the Orioles, the Highlanders were before Baltimore Orioles, right? Wait.
No. Baltimore Orioles became, there was the minor league team Babe played for, and then I don't know how many years later, a new pro team in the American League became Baltimore Orioles, like an expansion team. Or whatever.
Right.
And then the owner sold them or moved to New York, whatever, and moved the team. They became the Highlanders.
I remember when they were Highlanders.
They played at Hilltop Park. That's because it was Highland. It's where Columbia Presbyterian Hospital is.
Well,
there's a whole thing in the floor over there of it.
Wait, was he on the Highlanders?
No. Because when he was on the Orioles, they were a minor league team. And then he got signed by the Sox when he was, like you said, 18, 19 or something.
Yeah, he was young when he got signed. He might have been 16 when he got signed. I don't remember. But he was young. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, so that was many years in between. He came to the Yanks in 1920.
I did
1916 with Boston.
I did a whole article for Steve Bleckman. It was in the magazine where I compared Barry Bonds to Hank Aaron, who was a joke, and to Babe Ruth, and it wasn't even close. First of all, Hank Aaron had 4,000 at bats, more than Babe Ruth had.
You said that to me that other time, and I don't know if I wasn't aware or I just totally forgot about that. And that is an amazing fucking stat.
So did Barry Bonds. He had like 2,000 at bats more than Babe. And the other thing is what people don't. And the other thing what people don't realize is out of the three of them, do you know who had the highest batting average? Babe Ruth. One year, Babe Ruth hit almost 400.
Yeah, he had
three in the 380s. And I would have thought Barry Bonds would have had that because Barry Bonds, I think, once hit in the 360s, but he had
too. Yeah,
it was the stats are fucking amazing. And remember, Babe Ruth at the end was washed up. So if you took a couple of years off there, he wasn't even hitting. He couldn't even run the bases. He would hit a home run and somebody would run the bases for him.
He was all fucked up even before the Yankees released him and he went to the Braves.
He was a tortured soul. Do you know he got thrown out of baseball one time? I think in 2020. in 1923 or so. I don't. He ran in the stands. You know,
Yes, I remember reading that. Yep, yeah.
he
Got
ran in the stands and they threw him out of baseball for. Say he was crazy because he liked to have a good time. He was a fucking terror with the women. He loved the girls. He just was
he cheated on
womanizer.
his wife. Or, I mean,
Because he grew up, his mother one day just said, you know what, fuck it, raise the kid yourself, left. And his father's like, how am I going to raise this kid? I'm a bartender. I work all night and I don't get it. So the father just brought him to the orphanage and said, here, take it. Imagine your mother and father doing that when you're like 8 years old and shit like that.
It's amazing that he was able to become anything in life, let alone
You cannot compare that guy with Ohtani. First of all, he was one of the greatest pitchers ever. He was such a good pitcher that he was holding records. You know, he's the fucking pitch. He pitched like in 1927. He hadn't pitched in years. He pitched a 5-hitter in 19. Dude,
like he took the hill as a goof almost. I think they had the division wrapped up.
I know. I think or somebody was hurt or something like that.
7. They were like fucking.
He used to pitch spot pitch here and there. He was an unbelievable pitcher. When he was with the Red Sox, he didn't play every day. In his prime, and when he first came up as a pitcher. He didn't play every day because he was a pitcher. Imagine
he stayed as a pitcher full career.
Oh my God, he didn't have any 800s at least.
Yeah,
he's amazing. If he played today, where guys got the balls are machine made and the fucking bats are specially hardened wood grown just to become bats. You know what I'm saying?
He would still go out and party and not give a shit and not watch film though. And he still would do good.
You know, today with the nutrition and the drugs and fucking, you got trainers today icing you and shit, sitting in a hot. They didn't have any of that shit.
They used to massage them after games. That was it. You know, hey Charlie, can I get a massage? You know, then fucking lock it.
Sure thing, babe.
He would do interviews laying on the thing sometimes. You see like the pictures in the paper.
But what I think is they said that he was crazy, that like he would, you know, the guys loved him because he was like a party animal and shit. And he would pull pranks on other fucking guys and shit like that. Yeah. You know?
He was the hero. I mean, he was everything. Skip Milligan, such a great show. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Skip. We really appreciate it. Thank you for your support. Always, Skip.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, man. Oh, here he is, the bear. I have watched the video, Greg. I have one of the top comments in the comment section. I'm going to go and check. You talking about Greg's video or the RX Muscle video?
Yeah, what video are you talking about? You wait. I've watched the video, Greg. I have one of the top likes comment. Okay, so you talk shit on there.
Probably just Greg's ass in it then.
Do you think I give a fuck? Hey, do you want a medal for that? Do you top videos? Want to top like you talk shit to the other trolls, and maybe you do some what some of these other trolls do. What they do is they have 5 different profiles. They switch it and they like it in 5 days. You know what I mean? They do that shit.
Yeah.
But you know what? If you're talking about my video, I appreciate that. You know why? Because the more likes I get means the more hits I get means the more my video's relevant. The algorithms.
It was very you wrapped that thing up in I think it was 15 minutes, whatever. It was the whole thing was explained perfectly with the receipts you brought and showed.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I mean, you can't. There's nothing nobody can say. I mean, there's the pictures. I mean, you know, they're not AI.
No, they're not. Lee, why do you like to bust balls but cry and block people when they bust your vagina? Lee doesn't have a vagina. He has a penis. Son of Sammy Davis, Kazmaz 185 champ. He started at 170. Wow.
Comes up. Joe, you know who he is.
I gotta know who he is.
He's one of the biggest animals. These guys are afraid to fight that guy. He's fucking sick. He's from Dagestan, Joe. He's got the beard, and he's from,
is he?
Yeah, he's got the fucking cleft nose, chin thing. Yeah, like and he looks like a fucking. He looks like if you got on an airplane, you'd be like, I'm not getting on that airplane. Yeah, he looks like fucking ISIS or something like that.
I'm in no rush to get to Florida. Greg and Joe, many years ago, author John Little came out with the static contraction training and at one point a max contraction training. I'd have no idea about
I have no idea about any of that stuff. Sorry.
I don't know. Static contraction. Any training is good. If you like one style, do the both, and you pick the one that works best
I think
for you.
he's talking about the electro stim type shit. I'm not sure. Maybe that's what. But just train. You know, there's no secrets. There's no like, train with the bands on your arms and all that shit. There's no secrets.
I hate those fucking things.
There's no secrets.
Mint Majesty tea with 2 honeys. Wow, that's what you order at Starbucks. Please expose Gregg Valentino's fake muscle and synthol use.
Yeah, expose
Breaking news, Greg. I got
fucking
the fucking
man. You got me.
I got the files. It's like the JFK files when he
got me. Now switch back to your other profile. But
and do me a favor, switch to espresso. What a bunch of momos in the comments section. That's fine. It's great. I love it.
The more comments we get, the more we're gonna have to go soon, though, Joe. It's literally almost 7.
All right, we're gonna go quick. I'm gonna have to go.
I haven't eaten. I'm fucking starving.
I know. I'm hungry too. I didn't eat this week.
We got Bush.
Raiders. My Eagles are favored by 11.5. Yeah, listen, dude. Look at that fucking don't get me started on the NFL. We don't have time. Abe Booth started and came up in 14. Oh, I thought it was 16. Good looking out.
No, it's 1914. Yep.
Thank you, Nick. Good looking out.
Oh, that's Nick. Yes, Nick.
That's Nick. Yeah. Sorry about Ty Cobb. Yes, Ty Cobb. Yes, if you watch the movie Ty Cobb with Tommy Lee Jones, it's a fun movie, but it's bullshit. Some of it. But yes, that was the sports writer that Ty Cobb actually. No, he was. I wrote the book. I stand corrected. Yeah, some of the Ty Cobb shit was fake.
He hated Babe Ruth because baseball was a game of hits.
Well, he didn't like the style.
He considered him
wasn't playing the game right. He said ace hits is all right. But yeah, definitely. I do know that the Ty Cobb, a lot of that shit, and some of the racism stuff is true, and some of it is a little overblown.
Yeah, they do all that shit. Everything's racist today.
Fuck. This guy's been dead longer than the Barbarian brothers fucking had to fight with Lyle Alzado.
No.
Yes.
Ty Cobb's been dead 100 years.
It's a polygraph test for the Barbarians, throwing the Synthol question.
Yeah. Taking a polygraph.
Candace, let me just have a good night.
Hey, Candace, thank you, sweetheart. If that's
good.
really
Greg is a gift to the world. I agree.
What about that? Your world's fucked.
The Barbarian brothers love trannies as much as Greg.
Maybe you know what's funny? I think a lot of you guys do. Just behind closed doors. I talk about it, so I don't give a shit. She's got to be hot though.
She's got to be hot.
She's hot.
I don't know much about it. I can honestly say I've never gone down that road. Doesn't mean that I wouldn't have at some point. I don't even know if I've ever even had the opportunity.
Joe, if I send you a few pictures of some of them, you'd be like,
I jump right in.
give her spam, ham in a can. So would all these guys. You guys think of these fucking things that you see on TV, like I'm a woman, or that's not a trick.
Race.
I'll show you trannies that smoke your girlfriend. You guys, you have no idea.
Good. Dude, why don't we punch out now? Because it's
I
knew we were gonna go long on the show because I wanted to address some of that stuff, and I liked your video.
That's okay. I think everybody had fun,
Yeah, no, this was great. We fixed the fucking the audio is perfect now.
Yeah, figures now, right?
Yeah, no, but it was good. The first half hour of it. After that, it was. That's gonna do it for us this week, guys. We'll be back next week. By next week, who knows? There'll be a lot more fucking shit going on in the world of bodybuilding and all the other stuff like bodybuilding. But thank you for your comments. Thank
you guys. I love all you guys.
Bear's a little, I still think you're Frokio, but you watch every week.
As long as you keep giving us clicks, you can talk shit all you want. Just no family. We don't talk about family. You don't want your family talked about. If we knew your real identity and I started bringing out your family, you would be shitting your pants.
Put your real picture on there. Maybe you'll get some fucking pussy or dudes.
If he was really anybody and it would put his real fucking picture on there. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's.
I got an idea. Put my picture next week. How's that?
There you go. I don't care what he put. You can say whatever you want to say, as long as you keep it that me or whatever Joe or something like that. But no family shit. We don't. That.
My picture. I'm on.
Then you get the kibosh.
Yep.
Yeah, you can use my picture. All right, Joseph.
Dude, I love you. Great job.
I love you too, man. Great job.
we'll see you guys next Wednesday. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Next Wednesday, fellas. Love you guys.